allowed 46 hits. He's only walked 7 batters, and he has struck out 38. Opponents are hitting .274 against Nick Hernandez this season. Now Hernandez is coming off a victory over Trois-Rivières. He pitched the opener of the series at Le Stade Fernand Bedard on Monday, and he had one of his best outings of the season. He went 7 scoreless, struck out 8, walked 2, and only allowed 4 base hits, none of which are hit particularly hard in the opener of that 4-game series, and that would lead the Goldeyes to a combined shutout of Trois-Rivières, and it was the second shutout posted by the Winnipeg Goldeyes this season. In his last 4 starts, Nick Hernandez is 3-0 with an ERA of just 1.32. He's given up only 4 earned runs during that stretch over 27 1/3 innings, and all 4 of those starts have been quality starts, which is at least 6 innings pitched and no more than 3 earned runs allowed. So Hernandez, who was solid in his first 3 outings this year, gave up exactly 4 earned runs in each of his first 3 starts, all of which were no decisions. Had a minor mechanical adjustment in which he worked with pitching coach Jamie Vermillier, and beginning on that June 5th start against the Sioux Falls Canaries, he has been one of the top pitchers in the American Association. His season ERA is now down to 3.51. Hernandez, in 4 professional seasons going back to 2009, 17-8, a career winning percentage of .680. Winnipeg is 6-1 in the starts made by Nick Hernandez in 2014. He'll be making his first career start against the rival Fargo-Moorhead RedHawks, and should be a good matchup with the RedHawks featuring 4 left-handed bats in their starting lineup here tonight. Hernandez will take on right-hander Taylor Stanton, last year's American Association Pitcher of the Year. Stanton not quite as sharp as he was last season, but he still had a good year. Now he's 1-4, a tough 1-loss record, but a good ERA at 3.72. He's made 8 starts this season, 48 1/3 innings pitched, 52 hits allowed, 10 walks, 26 strikeouts. Opponents are batting .271 against Taylor Stanton, a 26-year-old right-hander in his second year with the RedHawks. Like Nick Hernandez, he last pitched on Monday. He worked the opener of the series against the St. Paul Saints at Newman Outdoor Field, and interestingly enough, it was his 5th consecutive start in his home ballpark. Stanton earned the victory in one of his better outings this year. He went 7 against the Saints, gave up 1 earned run and 6 hits. He walked 1 and struck out 3, and the RedHawks beat the Saints that night by a final score of 8-1. On the road this season, Stanton is 0-2 in 3 starts, an ERA of 4.42. He faced the Goldeyes at Newman Outdoor Field back on June 6th. That was the opener of this series in which the RedHawks came from behind to beat the Goldeyes in the 9th. Stanton gave up 2 unearned runs and 5 hits in 7 1/3 innings. He left on the hook, would eventually take a no decision, and the win that he picked up on Monday against St. Paul, that broke a 4-game losing streak in terms of recorded decisions this year. So Taylor Stanton, who last year led the American Association with a 2.43 ERA, he helped the RedHawks win a 2nd consecutive American Association North Division title. He will take the ball and make his 3rd start all time against the Goldeyes. He faced Winnipeg once in 2013. He had a very good outing. That came on June 1st, so a little over a year ago, right here at Shaw Park. The RedHawks beat the Goldeyes that night by a final score of 9-1, and Stanton allowed 1 earned run in 7 innings pitched. So in 2 career starts, Stanton has only given up 1 earned run in 14 1/3 innings against the Winnipeg Goldeyes, and the Goldeyes will look to find some success here tonight as they try and increase their winning streak to 3. The Goldeyes 25-14. That's good for a 3-game lead over the Saints and RedHawks in the American Association North, and it is the 2nd best record in the American Association entering today's play. So a great pitching matchup on tap. Nick Hernandez on an absolute roll right now over the last month. He'll face last year's Pitcher of the Year in Taylor Stanton. Rick Forney and Doug Simonek have exchanged the lineup cards at home plate with the umpire and crew. What we'll do right now is take one more break, and when we come back, we'll have tonight's starting lineups and first pitch coming up after this on Jewel 101.
Thanks for listening to the Winnipeg Goldeyes Rona pregame show Ride to the Ballpark. Stay tuned. The game is coming up next on Jewel 101. This is Goldeyes Baseball on 100.7 CFJL. Jewel 101 Winnipeg.
Things you'll never hear a Cambrian Credit Union member say.
Oh, I just love paying service fees.
My high mortgage rate is amazing.
Yes, I'll pay $1.50 to use this ATM.
With Cambrian Credit Union's great rates and free banking through the UnFee, Cambrian members won't say these things. With a full range of hassle-free financial services, they're here for Manitobans. Cambrian Credit Union, building strong financial foundations for making dreams come true.
Stay informed on all the latest news and entertainment with the Winnipeg Free Press. The Winnipeg Free Press gives you the most in-depth local, national, and international news coverage, unrivaled coverage of the arts, and the best in sports. And as the winner of the Canadian Journalism Foundation's 2013 Excellence in Journalism Award, when someone asks,
"Where'd you hear that?"
and you answer,
I read it in the Free Press.
you can always count on having the full story. The Winnipeg Free Press, there for you.
There's no feeling like escaping to the lake and catching a few fish. And Pro-Am Tackle has everything to make a fishing trip perfect. Rods, reels, tackle, trolling motors, even live tackle year-round and much more. Plus the guys at Pro-Am Tackle are local, know their stuff, and the best fishing spots. Oh, hold on. Hello? Jim? That you waving from the canoe down the lake? Let me send you a selfie with the fish I just caught. I loves me some nature.
Pro-Am Tackle, 1094 Nairn, or follow them on Facebook and Instagram.
The Stars are coming to Shaw Park this summer as the Winnipeg Goldeyes host the first ever two-day American Association All-Stars celebrations. July 28th and 29th, catch all the action. Skills competition, home run derby, parties and autograph sessions, all-star luncheon featuring Fergie Jenkins, and of course, the All-Star Game. Play ball! Tickets are on sale now. Get yours before they're gone. Visit goldeyes.com.
Hey, you're looking red and shiny today.
It's just the burger sweats, babe.
That's not normal.
Nah, it's cool. I read the nutrition fact things like you said. I've got enough sodium for like 3 days.
It's easy to make the healthy choice at Jugo Juice. Jugo Juice smoothies are made with real fruit and veggies, 100% fruit juice with no added sugar, and no sorbet fillers or purees. So whatever you order, it's loaded with the good stuff. Stop by Jugo Juice at Shaw Park or Polo Park.
Leave the daily grind behind and treat yourself to what is, by far, Winnipeg's best happy hour. Monday through Friday from 3 until 5, the lounge at your favorite Pony Corral location has happy hour appetizers at half price. And on top of that, every Monday, Tuesday, and Sunday, you can get 49-cent wings and ribbies. It's all part of Winnipeg's best and most delicious happy hour. Monday to Friday from 3 till 5 and Monday and Tuesday from 5 until 2 a.m. at your local Pony Corral lounge.
It's time for Winnipeg Goldeyes baseball on the crystal clear FM airwaves of Jewel 101. Now, let's go to the ballpark for tonight's game. Here's Steve Schuster.
From Shaw Park in Winnipeg, Manitoba, you're listening to Goldeyes Baseball, presented by NTS on Jewel 101. Tonight is Game 2 of a 4-game series between the Fargo-Moorhead RedHawks and your Winnipeg Goldeyes. Tonight's starting pitchers for the RedHawks, right-hander Taylor Stanton, and for Winnipeg, left-hander Nick Hernandez. Hi again, everyone, and thanks for tuning in. The Goldeyes won it last night 4-1 over the RedHawks on a rain-soaked Friday evening to take the opener of this series from their arch rivals. They dropped the RedHawks 3 games back in the standings in the American Association North and also increased their lead over the St. Paul Saints to 3 games as well. Let's take a look at tonight's starting lineup for the Fargo-Moorhead RedHawks, managed by Doug Simonek, who is in his 19th year. Zach Penpraise is the shortstop and leading off. Ronnie Berkwin, back in the lineup, is at third base and batting second. Sawyer Carroll is the left fielder hitting third. C.J. Rutherford is the first baseman and batting cleanup. Nick Jackson is in center field hitting 5th. Dusty Robinson is the right fielder hitting 6th. Petey Paramore is the catcher batting 7th. Brandon Newton is at second base hitting 8th. And Tim Alberts is the DH and batting 9th. The starting lineup is brought to you by Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries. Fans, when you visit the Sky Suite level at Shaw Park, make sure to stop and relax in one of 3 Lazy Boy comfort zones. Each Lazy Boy comfort zone is fully furnished with the latest Lazy Boy sofas, love seats, coffee tables, and their world-famous recliners. The Winnipeg Goldeyes would like to thank Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries, located at 1425 Ellis Avenue, for their support. Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries, live life comfortably. On the mound tonight for the Winnipeg Goldeyes, 25-year-old left-hander Nick Hernandez having a terrific year. Hernandez, over his last 4 starts, is 3-0 with an ERA of just 1.33 during that stretch. He is 3-0 overall this season in 7 starts, a 3.51 earned run average, 41 innings pitched, 46 hits. He has walked just 7, 38 strikeouts for Nick Hernandez. Opponents are hitting .274 against the left-hander to begin the year. He'll face Zach Penpraise, Ronnie Berkwin, and Sawyer Carroll in the top half of the first inning. Penpraise 0 for 4 last night, but one of the most dynamic players when he is at his best in the American Association. He's hitting .239 for the year, 3 home runs, and 15 runs batted in. Hernandez coming off a well-deserved victory on Monday against Les Aigles Trois-Rivières at the Stade Fernand Bedard. The first pitch of the ball game is a fastball taken inside, and the count 1 ball and no strikes. Tonight's first pitch at 6:06 p.m. brought to you by Best Western Plus. Zach Penpraise, a tall right-hand batter, a closed stance, and he works deep in the box. The 1-0 pitch, change up on the outside corner. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. The Best Western Plus Winnipeg Airport Hotel is Winnipeg's premier event venue. Book your next corporate event, wedding, or conference at the Best Western Plus Winnipeg Airport Hotel. Hernandez delivers a fastball high and outside. It's now 2 balls and 1 strike. Goldeyes rolling out a left-handed starting pitcher for a 2nd consecutive game. Chris Alameda was outstanding last night. The pitch, high and inside of the fastball. So it's now 3 balls and 1 strike, and the right-hand batting Zach Penpraise, 9 for 30 this year against left-hand pitching, an average of 300. He's ahead in the count. Hernandez with a 3-1 pitch, hit foul off to the right side, and that'll reach the crowd. So the count is 3-2 on Zach Penpraise. He's walked 20 times this year. He has struck out 39, including a strikeout last night. And those 39 strikeouts are tied for 6th most in the American Association. Hernandez deals 3-2 pitch, changeup hit foul down the right field line. So we'll do it again at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Penpraise, like many great leadoff hitters, will work deep counts. At the end of the year, he's usually among the league leaders in walks, stolen bases, and runs scored. Infield a couple of steps to the left side against the right-hand batting Penpraise. Another 3-2 pitch, changeup on the outside corner, strike 3 called. Nick Hernandez locks up Zach Penpraise with a 3-2 changeup, 1 away in the top half of the first. That first strikeout is brought to you by Manitoba Hydro. Manitoba Hydro reminds you to be safe around electricity. 1 strike and you're out. That brings up Ronnie Berkwin. Good to see Berkwin back in the ballpark along with his teammate Joe Harris. They weren't quite able to get over the border for last night's game. But they will be with the RedHawks for the remainder of this series. Berkwin, a left-hand batter. And the pitch, check swing, fastball on the inside corner for a strike, and it's 0-1. Ronnie Berkwin hitting .252. He's tied for 7th in the league with 6 home runs, and he has 23 runs batted in. The windup from Hernandez in the 0-1 pitch, hit in the air to center field. Back a couple of steps is Abercrombie. He's there, and Reggie makes the catch. 2 outs and nobody on in the top half of the first inning. Defensively tonight for the Winnipeg Goldeyes, Casey Harther is at first base. Brock Bond is at second. Josh Mazzola is at third. Tyler Kuhn is the shortstop. Ray Sadler is in left field. Reggie Abercrombie in center. Donnie Webb is in right. And Luis Allen does the catching for the lefty Nick Hernandez. Good size to him, 6'4", 215 pounds. A 25-year-old native of Hialeah, Florida. Lives in Madison, Tennessee in the offseason. First pitch to Sawyer Carroll is lifted in the air to shallow left. Kuhn is backing up, ways off Ray Sadler. Kuhn moves to his right and makes the one-handed catch over his shoulder. And Nick Hernandez has a 1-2-3 top of the first inning. No runs, no hits, and nobody left on base. Middle of the first at Shaw Park. It's the RedHawks nothing and the Goldeyes coming to bat on Jewel 101.
Watching the game is something to enjoy. But remember, drinking any alcohol and driving don't mix. Drinking and driving puts you and others in danger. Your best bet is a designated driver who has had no alcohol. Enjoy the game, but whatever you do, don't drink and drive. To keep Manitobans safe behind the wheel, police are increasing enforcement near you. Watch for them. A message from Manitoba Public Insurance.
Luxury, convenience, comfort. Have it all with Premier Executive Suites. For business travelers who are always on the move, Premier Executive Suites is your home away from home. You can relax in your comfortable living room, grab a midnight snack in your complete kitchen, and do that last-minute load of laundry with your handy in-suite washer and dryer. Book your extended stay in Winnipeg with Premier Executive Suites. Visit premiersuites.com to make your booking today. Take more of your life with you with Premier Executive Suites.
And now, back to Winnipeg Goldeyes baseball on Jewel 101.
No score we get on the bottom half of the first at Shaw Park. Game 2 of a 4-game series between the Goldeyes and the Fargo-Moorhead RedHawks. Nick Hernandez set the side down in order in the top half on just 10 pitches. And now we'll take a look at tonight's starting lineup for the Winnipeg Goldeyes, managed by Rick Forney, who is in his 9th year. Tyler Kuhn is the shortstop and leading off. Josh Mazzola is at third base and batting second. Casey Arthur is the first baseman hitting third. Ray Sadler is in left field and batting cleanup. Donnie Webb is the right fielder hitting fifth. Reggie Abercrombie is in center field hitting sixth. Brock Bond is the second baseman hitting seventh. Luis Allen is the catcher hitting eighth. And Ryan Pineda is the DH and batting ninth. On the mound tonight for the Fargo-Moorhead RedHawks, one of the best in the league, right-hander Taylor Stanton. In 8 starts this series, 1-4, but an ERA of 3.72. Stanton, 48 1/3 innings pitched. He's allowed 52 hits, walked in and struck out 26. Opponents are hitting .271 against Taylor Stanton this season. He was last year's American Association Pitcher of the Year. He led the league by a wide margin with a 2.43 earned run average, and one of the main reasons why the RedHawks won a second straight North Division title. Tyler Kuhn, Josh Mazzola, and Casey Arthur to start things off in the bottom half of the first. Goldeyes will look to get on the board early against the tough Friday. They got an early run against Stanton back on June 6th at Newman Outdoor Field. First pitch to Kuhn, fastball letter high for a strike, and it's 0-1. Ronnie Burkwood, a good defensive third baseman, playing on the edge of the grass at third to protect against a bunt. Righty to lefty, the 0-1, and Kuhn lines one towards left center. Jackson moving to his right. To his left is Sawyer Carroll, and Carroll makes the catch. Good swing by Kuhn, but he's retired for the first out. Defensively tonight for the Fargo-Moorhead RedHawks, C.J. Rutherford is at first base. Brandon Newton is at second. Ronnie Burkwood at third. Zach Penpraise is the shortstop. Sawyer Carroll, you heard, is in left field. Nick Jackson, the longtime RedHawk, in center. Dusty Robinson, the newcomer, is in right. And P.D. Paramore does the catching for the right-hander Taylor Stanton. First pitch to Josh Mazzola, slider on the inside half for a strike, and it's 0-1. Mazzola, right-hand batter, .216 on the year, 4 homers and 20 runs batted in. Had a 7-game hitting streak snapped last night. Fastball low and outside, and it's now 1 ball and 1 strike, and the Goldeyes third baseman. We're just underway, no score, bottom half of the first, and it's turned into a good evening for baseball here at Shaw Park. Slider way outside, and the count is now 2-1. Like Nick Hernandez, Taylor Stanton last pitched on Monday, the opener of a series against the St. Paul Saints, and he had one of his best outings of the year. 2-1 pitch. Sinker misses just off the plate outside. 3 balls and a strike on Josh Mazzola, who has a good eye at the plate. He's drawn 8 walks this season. A right-hand batter, very wide open stance. The 3-1 pitch on the inside corner. Good pitch there by Stanton. A 3-1 slider right over the inside corner. Stanton on Monday went 7 strong against the Saints. 1 earned run on 6 hits, and he got the win. Swinging a ground ball past the mound. That's through to center field for a base hit. Josh Mazzola safe at first with a 1-out single. Hit that one off the end of the bat. Penpraise was shaded towards the left side away from second base. There was a lot of real estate in the middle of the infield, and once that snuck over the glove of the pitcher, Taylor Stanton, it bounced its way in a shallow center. So the Goldeyes had the first base runner of the night for either side, and Mazzola a threat to go. 11 for 12 in steals this year, which ranks 11th best in the American Association. Casey Harder, the league's leading hitter, stepping up. He was 3 out of 4 last night and drove in a big add-on run with a 2-out single in the top half of the 8th. From the stretch, Harder chops one out to third, picked up by Burke when he goes to second for the force. Newton to first, it won't be in time, and Harder is safe on the fielder's choice. Now it's hit too high and not quite hard enough for Ronnie Burkwin to try the around-the-horn double play. He did a good job. I think he knew that there really wasn't a chance to get the 5-4-3 double play, and he hesitated a second at a tougher angle about even a third, and he took that extra second to make sure he got the accurate toss to Brandon Newton, and they were able to force out Josh Mazzola at second. So now Harder's on first with 2 outs. Here's Ray Sadler, who had a couple of hits last night. He takes a sinker over the inside half from Taylor Stanton, and the count is 0-1. Stanton has made 2 career starts against the Winnipeg Goldeyes, one last year on June 1st here at Shaw Park, and the start we mentioned earlier on June 6th of this year at Newman Outdoor Field. In those 2 starts, he has given up 1 earned run in 14 1/3 innings pitched. Another fastball taken inside. Now 1 ball and 1 strike. We're scoreless in the bottom half of the first. Casey Harder is on first with 2 men down. Sadler, .220 this season, 7 homers, tied for 5th in the league, and he has driven in 23. Crowds the plate, the pitch, swing and a miss at a slider away. It's now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Stanton holds the ball very high, maybe as high as any pitcher we've seen over the last few seasons. When he brings the hands to a set, it's almost eye level, and he cocks his hand with a ball inside the glove over towards the right side of his body. Sadler swings, pops one foul to the right. That'll reach the crowd here at Shaw Park. And it's still 1 ball and 2 strikes. Donnie Webb is waiting on deck. Game time temperature of 22 degrees Celsius, 72 Fahrenheit with partly cloudy skies. It is a humid evening, 88% humidity right now in downtown Winnipeg, and 21 km/h winds coming out of the southeast. A runner on first in 2 outs. We're in the bottom half of the first inning. Stanton delivers, and Sadler grounds one fair, a base hit through the left side of the infield. Harder will go to second, and the Goldeyes have 2 on with 2 out for Donnie Webb. Good swing behind in the count. Sadler reached over and hit a slider hard between third and short. So Sadler is now 3 for 5 to begin this 4-game series between Winnipeg and Fargo-Moorhead. Harder on second, Sadler on first, and that brings up Donnie Webb, a switch hitter for the left side. Webb was 1 for 4 last night with a run scored. The Goldeyes as a team had 12 base hits in the 4-1 win, and 8 different Goldeyes had at least 1. Switch hitter left-handed, Stanton delivers, and Webb takes a fastball just high. It's 1 ball and no strikes. With a run scored last night, Donnie Webb has now scored 16 runs in his last 17 games played. Burkwin even with a bag at third base. The pitch hit foul the other way, late swing and a fastball. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Donnie Webb is hitting .265 this year, 4 home runs and 17 runs batted in. Harder on second, and Sadler on first with 2 outs. No score, bottom half of the first. The second baseman, Brandon Newton, is almost halfway between first and second. He's way in the right side of the infield. The pitch, fastball misses just inside, 2 balls and 1 strike. Taylor Stanton, mostly a sinker slider type pitcher, has good movement and pretty good velocity on the 2-seamer. He'll get that up as high as 90, 91 miles an hour on a good day. A sharp breaking slider. We've seen him throw a few already here in the first. He'll mix in the changeup every now and then. He works off the extreme first base side. Webb swings, drives on a deep right field. Going back is the right fielder, Dusty Robinson, and Robinson makes the catch right on the edge of the warning track in straightaway right field. Good swing by Donnie Webb. The wind may have knocked that ball down, and the Goldeyes strand 2 in the bottom half of the first inning. No runs. There were 2 hits and 2 left on base. And at the end of 1 inning here at Shaw Park, no score on Jewel 101.
The rebates are back! The rebates are back! What?
The rebates from Reliance Superior Heating and Air Conditioning are back, and I'm not missing out on the great savings this year.
The rebates from Reliance are back by popular demand. Right now, when you buy a high-efficiency Lennox furnace and air conditioner from Reliance, you get $2,000 back in rebates. Call Reliance Superior Heating and Air Conditioning now at 204-697-5666 or hurry over to RelianceSuperior.ca today. Some conditions apply.
Is your vehicle's interior looking worn out? Don't sell it, detail it. The Chamois Car Wash and Detail Centers offer a wide variety of professional detailing services that will make your vehicle's interior look great again. From a small spot shampoo to a complete bumper-to-bumper cleaning. Packages start at only $64.95 and include a famous Chamois full-service car wash. No appointment necessary. Come into any of the 3 Chamois locations today. Waverly, Reinders, or St. James.
Nice day. Want a drink?
Yeah, sure. Pass me a Pepsi. Whoa! Do you hear that? Open your Pepsi. Whoa! That was awesome.
Hit it out of the park this summer with the cool, refreshing taste of Pepsi. Pepsi, live for now.
And now, back to Winnipeg Goldeyes baseball on Jewel 101.
Help support the Winnipeg Goldeyes Field of Dreams Foundation by purchasing a Path of Dreams sidewalk brick, and your name will go down in history. Literally. Personalized bricks located on the walkway to Shaw Park are a unique way to honor loved ones, promote businesses and organizations, or celebrate a special event. For more information on how to purchase your Path of Dreams sidewalk brick, call the Goldeyes office at 982-BASE. No score, top of the second. C.J. Rutherford leads things off. The pitch by Nick Hernandez. It's a fastball on the outside corner as Rutherford bluffed to bunt. It's 0-1. Middle third due up for the RedHawks. Rutherford, Jackson, and Dusty Robinson, the newcomer just signed today. Rutherford, a right-hand batter, crowds the plate and holds the bat high up. The 0-1 pitch. Change up high and outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Rutherford having another good year, 283, 5 homers, and he enters today 6th in the league with 35 runs batted in. A 1-1 pitch. Change up line drive, deep left field. Cutting back as Sadler reaches, makes the catch. And there's one man down. Rutherford, who always manages to get the barrel on the ball, hit that hard to straightaway left, but it was in the general vicinity of Ray Sadler. And Sadler, who moved back about a step and a half, was able to reach over and take away a potential extra base hit. So it's 1 out and nobody on base. Nick Jackson stepping up. Jackson, a left-hand batter, had 2 hits last night. He is returning to his usual MVP form. His season average up to 245. Remember, he was around 170 when the Goldeyes saw him at the beginning of this month. Slider on the outside corner for strike 1. And Hernandez gets ahead of Nick Jackson. 2 years ago, he was the American Association's Player of the Year. The RedHawks tied a then-league record with 65 wins. 1 out and nobody on base. Here's the 0-1 pitch. High fly ball, fairly deep left. Going back, Sadler onto the track. Has some room. Reaches, and did he catch it? He caught it! And Jackson is retired for the second out in the top of the second inning. Outstanding play by Ray Sadler on the deep part of the winning track and left. He timed his jump, and at the apex of his leap, he took away a potential homer from Jackson, who drove that well the other way. An incredible catch by Ray Sadler, who had just caught the ball hit by C.J. Rutherford. Not quite sure if that would have gone out for sure over the left field fence, but it certainly had a chance. Dusty Robinson, a newcomer, stepping up, and he takes a changeup in the outside corner from Nick Hernandez. It's no balls and a 1 strike. Robinson has good experience. He was playing in the California League this year in the Oakland A's organization. He swings and it's a slider foul off to the right side. It's 0-2. Robinson playing for the Stockton Ports, the Athletics high A affiliate in the California League. Appeared in 66 games. He had 230 with 8 homers and 28 runs batted in. 2 outs, nobody on top of the second after that great catch by Sadler. Change up down and outside. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Nick Hernandez has struck out 17 batters in his last 2 starts. He had 9 against the Jackals and then 8 on Monday against Les Aigues. Here's the 1-2. On the outside corner, strike 3 call. Nick Hernandez locks up Dusty Robinson with a fastball over the outside edge. His second strikeout in this game. No runs, no hits, and nobody left on base. middle of the second in downtown Winnipeg. It's the Goldeyes nothing and the RedHawks nothing on Jewel 101.
My son loves hockey, but after a body check last season, I didn't think he would play. He slid hard into the boards. I was worried. We went to our family chiropractor. He set up a treatment plan, and his care was partly covered by Manitoba Health. Now, my son's back on the ice playing and enjoying every minute, even the practices. Thanks to our chiropractor for making life better.
Manitoba Chiropractors, making life better.
Go to bostonpizza.com and finger cook a meal the whole family will love. Don't waste your precious time cooking when you don't have to. We know you've got more important things to do, like watching sports highlights, stopping your kids from bumping into stuff, or simply taking a break from napping. And with over 100 menu items to choose from, everyone can get exactly what they want. To order, call 925-4111 or finger cook today at bostonpizza.com.
I'm off to the UPS store.
We don't need anything shipped.
Well, I'm getting our office printing and brochures made up, and I need some name badges and these pages laminated for our training class tomorrow.
At the UPS store?
Yeah, they do everything.
No, really, what are you shipping?
Copy, print, ship, and more at the UPS store. With their digital and wide format printing services, as well as in-house graphic design services, they've got all your business needs covered. Big or small, they do it all at the UPS store.
And now, back to Winnipeg Goldeyes baseball on Jewel 101.
Come celebrate your birthday Goldeyes style. Partygoers receive a souvenir, hot dog, potato chips, and soft drink, plus birthday cake and mini donuts to enjoy in the stands, courtesy of Little Orbit's Mini Donuts. The guest of honor also receives a birthday card, Goldeyes baseball, photo with Goldie, happy birthday, PA announcement during the game, and more. Parties are just $16 per person based on a minimum of 10 guests. Call the Goldeyes office at 982-BASE to book your next birthday bash. Nick Hernandez has a 1-2-3 second, in large part due to the tremendous catch made by Ray Saller to take away an extra base hit and possibly a homer from Nick Jackson. Reggie Abercrombie leads off the bottom of the second. He takes a fastball outside, 1 ball and no strikes. We are scoreless in game 2 of this 4-game series. Taylor Stanton winds, and the pitch, swing and a miss at a breaking ball. It broke down and away from the right-hand batting Abercrombie, and it's now 1-1. Reggie at .260 on the year, 7 homers, tied for 5th in the league, and he has 22 runs batted in, including 1 last night. Swing and a miss at a slider. It's now 1-2. He'll be followed by Brock Bond and Luis Allen, 6, 7, and 8 in the bottom half of the second. Reggie is .351 over his last 9 games, 13 for 37. 10 runs scored and 8 runs batted in during that stretch. Swinging a chopper foul outside of third, and it's still a ball and 2 strikes. Goldeyes for a second straight night here at Shaw Park in the alternate red uniforms. Goldeyes in navy blue lettering on the front side. Names in white, navy blue numbers on the back. Home white pants with no trim. And the all red caps. 1-2 on Abercrombie, the Goldeyes center fielder. Stanton delivers. Broken bat looper out towards second. Newton retreating, and he makes the catch in shallow right center field. A second straight night in which Abercrombie has broken his bat. He had a broken bat in the double last night towards right, and here he floats one towards shallow right field. And Brandon Newton, the second baseman, lined it up, retreating a few steps out of the outfield grass. 1 out and nobody on. Brock Bond, still in his first week with the Goldeyes, will step to the plate. Bond, a switch hitter, left-handed. Had another hit last night and had several more chances in the field. The first pitch, fastball low and outside, 1 ball and no strikes. Bond is 6 for 13 in his first 5 games with Winnipeg, a .462 average. The 1-0 pitch, that's on the outside corner with a sinker. 1 ball and 1 strike. Bond, no homers and 2 driven in, and he has drawn 6 walks over his first 5 games. The 1-1 check swing, that sinker's low. They appeal at third, and Marty Bauer says that Brock Bond held his swing. Now it is a shorter sample size, but with 6 hits and 6 walks, Bond enters this game with a .632 on base percentage. He swings and hits one foul over the roof on the third base side. It's now 2 balls and 2 strikes. No score, bottom half of the second. Base is empty and 1 down. The RedHawks once again wearing their traditional road grays. RedHawks printed in red script and underline on the front. Numbers in red, no names on the back. The 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss, got him on a high changeup. So there's 2 men down. First strikeout for the right-hander Taylor Stanton. And that'll bring up the Goldeyes catcher Luis Allen. For a moment it looked like Paramore thought that might have been the third out. He started to run back towards the dugout. Got about 5 steps from the plate before realizing there were only 2 men down. And it looked like Paramore had a chuckle after he realized that the Goldeyes still have at least 1 more batter to go here in the bottom half of the second. RedHawks with gray pants to match the uniform tops and the all-black cap, so the RedHawks logo on the front side. Luis Allen, a right-hand batter, at an RBI last night. Takes a sinker on the outside corner for strike 1. Allen hitting .252 on the year, no homers and 16 runs batted in. And it's been a part of this rivalry for a long time. Fastball low and inside, and the count goes to 1 ball and 1 strike. Lifetime against the RedHawks, Luis a .326 hitter with 34 runs batted in 64 games. Swinging a ground ball to the left side. It is foul behind the bag. Gloved anyway by Ronnie Berkwin, and I'll toss it out of play. So it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. 2 very good pitchers on the mound, and both like to work quick and both throw a lot of strikes. Taylor Stanton does not take a lot of time between pitches. Only 10 walks and 48 and a third entering tonight. Nick Hernandez, another quick worker, and he has walked only 7 in 41 innings in his first 7 starts. The pitch, ground ball, again foul just outside of third. This one a little bit closer to the line, and it's still 1 ball and 2 strikes. Luis Allen 2 doubles shy of the Goldeyes franchise record, which currently is held by Phelan Lentini. Lentini with 123 doubles in his Goldeyes career. Luis with 121. Another 1-2 pitch, ground ball left side, and it's past the reach of Berkwin, a base hit through to left field. Luis Allen with a 2-strike hit between third and short, the third hit tonight for Winnipeg. And the Goldeyes have a runner on first and 2 down for Ryan Pineda, hot with a bat. No score, bottom of the second. Pineda the DH tonight for Rick Forney. He's hitting .309 on the year with 2 home runs and 19 runs batted in. Allen the runner at first. He's held by C.J. Rutherford, a right-handed defender. Tonight's umpires, Randy Wilness is behind the plate. Sean Hicks is at first, and Marty Bauer is at third base. Stand from the very high set, throws a fastball high and inside. It's 1 ball and no strikes. Allen, a slower runner, has a short lead at first base. Ryan Pineda in his last 13 games, 19 for 45, a .422 average with 10 runs batted in. The 1-0 pitch, and Pineda takes a letter-high fastball for a strike, 1-1. This is already the 4th time this year that Randy Wilness has been behind the plate in a Goldeyes game. He has been very pitcher-friendly during those 3 contests. He's averaged 2.22 strikeouts for every walk, which is above the league average of 1.87 this year. Slider taken outside, 2 balls and a strike. The American Association's historical average, going back to the league's first year in 2006, is 1.77. So there have been a few more strikeouts and a few less walks in 2014. Swinging a line drive, base hit left field. Carroll to his right to cut it off. Allen will stop at second. Back-to-back 2-out hits by Allen and Pineda, and the Goldeyes have 2 on for Tyler Kuhn. Kuhn hit the ball well to left field. It was caught by Sawyer Carroll, leading off the bottom half of the first inning. And for a second straight inning, Winnipeg has 2 on with 2 out. Kuhn tied for 10th in the league in batting, entering tonight at .333 with no homers and 11 runs batted in. A left-hand batter and a lifetime .300 hitter with 2 outs and men in scoring position. So the Goldeyes have 4 hits already against Taylor Stanton, and 3 have gone through the 5.5 hole between third and short. Kuhn swings and he grounds one foul outside of first base. It's 0-1. No runs, 4 hits, and no errors for the Goldeyes. No runs, no hits, and no errors for the RedHawks. The in-game line score brought to you by Culligan Water. Better water, pure and simple. Culligan Water has been locally owned and operated since 1956, serving Winnipeg and the surrounding areas. Contact them at drinkculligan.com. Slider misses just high and away. Stanton tried to go backdoor and he just missed. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Tyler Kuhn this season 5 for 19 with 2 outs and men in scoring position. A .263 mark, 300 for his career. Swinging a line drive foul the other way. And the count goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes. The RedHawks as a pitching staff this year and facing this situation, 2 outs and men in scoring position. The opposition batting .283 against them, a little bit high. In contrast, the Goldeyes have held the opponent to a .197 average. That is the third lowest mark in the American Association. And this has been a situation that has hurt Taylor Stanton this year. Opponents hitting .478 against him. The 1-2 pitch, swinging a ground ball to the right side, moving over Rutherford. He fields. He'll take it to the bag himself, and that retires the side in the bottom half of the second. No runs, 2 hits, and 2 left on base. 2 in the books here at Shaw Park. It's the Goldeyes nothing and the RedHawks nothing on Jewel 101.
You know, shopping for new clothes really shouldn't lead to an existential crisis.
Why? Just why?
Find your fit at Sergeant Blue Jeans. Choose from your favorite brands like Silver, Levi's, Buffalo, and Dickies. Sergeant Blue Jeans carries specialty and hard-to-find sizing with on-site alterations while you wait. You don't have to settle for good enough when you can get the perfect fit. For the best in casual and work clothes, hit a home run with Sergeant Blue Jeans, located on the corner of Sergeant and Valor.
Princess Auto is for the real men. Men who like to get their hands dirty. Men who like to work from the ground up and use the best tools and equipment for the job. Real do-it-yourself men who know an air filter from a fuel pump. Men who walk into Princess Auto and feel like a kid in a candy store. Princess Auto. Everything a man needs to get the job done right. A unique world of equipment, tools, and more. Visit PrincessAuto.com for sales, specials, and more.
Hey, you're looking red and shiny today.
It's just the burger sweats, babe.
That's not normal.
Nah, it's cool. I read the nutrition fact things like you said. I've got enough sodium for like 3 days.
It's easy to make the healthy choice at Jugo Juice. Jugo Juice smoothies are made with real fruit and veggies, 100% fruit juice with no added sugar, and no sorbet fillers or purees. So whatever you order, it's loaded with the good stuff. Stop by Jugo Juice at Shaw Park or Polo Park.
And now, back to Winnipeg Goldeyes baseball on Jewel 101.
Get your group of 25 or more together for a Goldeyes game. Our group packages suit everyone from a family gathering to the team at work that wants to share in the experience of exciting Goldeyes baseball. These packages are full of benefits just for your group. Seating is available in all areas of Shaw Park. Call our group department at 982 base and let one of our event experts look after the details of your next outing. Don't forget to ask about our group picnic packages or the Goldeyes patio deck. No score, top of the third, game 2 of a 4-game series, and it's turned out to be a real nice evening here at Shaw Park. P.D. Paramore leads off against Nick Hernandez, and he takes a fastball just high and outside. It's 1 ball and no strikes. Paramore, Newton, and Albert, 7, 8, and 9 do up for Doug Simonek and the Fargo-Moorhead RedHawks. Paramore, a switch hitter, right-handed. And the 1-0 pitch. Fastball outside, ball 2. Paramore having a good season offensively, .294 with 3 homers and 19 runs batted in. He was 0 for 3 last night and is now 5 for 20 against left-hand pitching this year, an average of .250. Hernandez to the windup and the 2-0 check swing. Fastball on the outside corner. 2 balls and 1 strike. That ball had some good sink behind it from Nick Hernandez, a 2-seam fastball. Now 2-1 on P.D. Paramore. The RedHawks this season against left-hand pitching, a team average of .234. The 2-1 pitch. Fastball knee-high for a strike, and it's now 2-2. The lower average in large part due to the abundance of left-hand bats. The RedHawks generally like to build their lineup around a few left-handed power hitters. And tonight there are 4 left-hand bats in the lineup: Berkwin, Carroll, Jackson, and Newton. 2-2 the count. Now the pitch. Change-up grounded to the left side. Kuhn moving in front. He fields. Sidearm throw to first. Plenty of time to get P.D. Paramore. And there's 1 away in the top half of the third. Hey fans, next time you're at a Goldeyes game, bring along a non-perishable food item for donation to Winnipeg Harvest. Collection bins are located at every ballpark entrance. Peak of the Market and the Goldeyes encourage all listeners to help those in need. 1 out and nobody on for Brandon Newton, the second baseman. Newton .264 this year with a homer and 7 runs batted in. And like Nick Jackson, after getting off to a slow start, he is one of the hottest bats right now in the lineup for Doug Simonek. First pitch, fastball letter high on the outside half, and the count is 0-1. He's hit safely in 4 in a row, including 2 hits last night. And in his last 14 games, he is batting .357 with 11 walks. The 0-1 pitch, high and tight. Newton leans back and just avoids getting hit by the pitch. It's 1 ball and 1 strike on Brandon Newton, who has done well against lefties this year. 5 for 15, an average of .333. 2 years ago, Newton ranked 6th in the American Association in batting for Sioux City. The 1-1 slider on the outside corner, briefly dropped by Luis Allen, but Hernandez gets the call, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. 2 years ago, Newton, playing for the Explorers, appeared in 89 games. He had .332 and scored 67 runs. A wide open stance from the left. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Slider punched to the ground toward short. Kuhn to his lefty fields. Throws to first in time to get Newton. Back-to-back ground balls to Tyler Kuhn, the Goldeyes shortstop, and it's 2 outs and nobody on for the DH, Tim Alberts. Doug Simonek has dropped him to the 9-hole. Alberts trying to get his season back in order. He got off to a solid start. He's been one of the best power hitters in the league since 2011, and he has had a very good professional career. But Alberts right now at .217 with 2 homers and 13 runs batted in. This will take some pressure off the right-hand slugger, and he takes a changeup in the outside corner from Nick Hernandez. No balls and 1 strike. Tim Alberts, a right-hand batter. Last season for the Fargo-Moorhead RedHawks, had 16 homers and 60 runs batted in. The 0-1 pitch, line drive, shallow right, drifting back. Bond makes the catch to his left with both feet on the outfield grass, and Nick Hernandez has retired the first 9 batters to face him. Nothing across for Fargo-Moorhead, middle of the 3rd at Shaw Park. No score on Jewel 101.
We all know that money doesn't grow on trees, but it sure grows in our branches. At Steinbach Credit Union, you get a great interest rate on any of our savings accounts, right from $1. That's right, no minimum balance here. Add to that a complete range of financial products and our unparalleled service, and that could put a smile on anyone's face. So switch to SCU today and laugh all the way from the bank. Steinbach Credit Union, taking care of the world's most important money, yours.
Save on your next energy bill with helpful tips from Manitoba Hydro. Even small changes can make a big impact on the environment. Install dimmer switches on the lights you use most often to control exactly how much light and electricity you use. Unplug your cell phone chargers once they finish charging. Chargers continue to draw energy even after your device is fully charged. And whenever possible, use cold water for laundry. For more ways to conserve energy, visit hydro.mb.ca.
Cheers to the NSA slow pitch team whose uniforms are not uniform at all. Cheers to the times where more prep goes into playing after the game than playing in it. Cheers to the team who carries the cooler to the bench first and then maybe goes back to the van for the bats, balls, and gloves. Cheers from the Bud family, Budweiser, Bud Light, and Bud Light Lime. Proud sponsors of your Winnipeg Goldeyes and every NSA slow pitch team in Winnipeg. Go get 'em!
And now, back to Winnipeg Goldeyes baseball on Jewel 101.
Winnipeg Goldeyes baseball is presented to you by MTS. Get unlimited internet in Manitoba on all your devices only with MTS. No score, bottom half of the 3rd. Josh Mazzola will lead things off against the right-hander Taylor Stanton, who has gotten around 4 base hits over the first 2 innings. Goldeyes stranding a pair in each of their first 2 team at-bats. Mazzola 1 for 1. He takes a slider low and outside for ball 1. He'll be followed by Casey Harther and Ray Sadler, 2, 3, and 4. Right-hand batter, wide open stance. The 1-0 pitch looped in the air towards right field. Charging in is Robinson. Robinson won't get it. It'll bloop in front for a base hit. And the Goldeyes have the leadoff hitter on for the first time tonight against Taylor Stanton. So Mazzola is now 2 for 2. A pop fly that was knocked down by the wind. It is blowing extremely hard out towards left field for a 2nd straight night. It was at 21 kilometers per hour entering tonight's game, and it's probably gone up a few ticks over the last 30 or so minutes. So Mazzola's on first with no one down. Casey Harther bounced into a fielder's choice his first time up. He entered tonight with a 19-point lead in the batting race at .376. Tossed to first, and Mazzola, who has 11 steals in 12 attempts this year, dives back with that attack from C.J. Rutherford. Stanton off the extreme first base side of the rubber. Brings the hands very high up. Here's the first pitch, and Harther takes a sinker just low and away. It's 1 ball and no strikes. Casey began the night at .376, 19 points in front of Wichita's Carlo Testa, who is currently at .357. Drew Martinez in third as Harder lines one the other way. A base hit, a shallow right field. Robinson plays it in. Mazzola stops at second. Casey Harder is now at safely in 9 consecutive ball games. And Winnipeg has the table set for Ray Sadler. First and second, nobody out in the bottom half of the third. So Casey in his second at bat stretches his hitting streak to 9 straight. The longest streak for a Goldeyes player this year is 10. That belongs to Tyler Kuhn. And Casey will have a chance to tie that tomorrow afternoon. Sadler 1 for 1, hit a hard single between third and shortstop in the bottom half of the first inning. He takes a slider low and outside, 1 ball and no strikes. In the top of the second, he made a spectacular leaping grab, which might have robbed Nick Jackson of a home run. Considering how hard the wind is blowing out to left field, he was about 3/4 on the warning track in the direction of the left field fence. Timed his jump perfect and caught the ball. Slider on the outside corner. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Again, we weren't 100% sure if the ball would have gone out, but it certainly had a chance. Mazzola's on second, Harder on first, and no one down. We're scoreless in the bottom of the third, but Winnipeg has its best threat so far tonight. Infield hoping for 2. Stanton is ready, and the 1-1 pitch. Fastball low and away. It's now 2 balls and 1 strike. Taylor Stanton on the road this year has made 3 starts. He's 0-2. An ERA of 4.42. That is in stark contrast to what he did on the road last season. Last year on the road, Stanton 6-1 with a 1.74 ERA. High fly ball deep down the left field line. Donovan stays fair, hooking towards the pole, and it's a foul ball. A hanging slider from Taylor Stanton. Sadler was out in front, and it hooked well foul down the left field line. So the count is now 2 balls and 2 strikes. On deck is Donnie Webb as switch hitter. 0-0 bottom of the third. Winnipeg now has 6 hits in the game. Stanton looking for the right grip, steps onto the rubber from the first base side. Mazzola on second, Harder on first with nobody out. Sadler crowds the plate. Now Stanton brings the hands together. The 2-2 pitch inside, and it hit him, and that'll load the bases. A fastball that got away from Taylor Stanton, and the Goldeyes have the bases loaded and nobody out. Mazzola moves up to third. Harder moves up to second. And Donnie Webb, who tagged one a deep right field, it was caught by Dusty Robinson for the last out in the bottom of the first inning, will now step to the plate. Petey Paramore, Zach Penpraise go out to the mound to talk with the righty Taylor Stanton. 2 singles and now a hitter on Ray Sadler have given the Goldeyes a golden chance to get some offense on the board in support of Nick Hernandez. Before Randy Wilnes can break up the conversation, Penpraise goes back to short, and Paramore goes back behind the plate. Sack fly in order. The Goldeyes a chance to get a lot more. Donnie Webb, 17 runs batted in this season. He had .348 with men in scoring position last year between the Rockland Boulders and the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. The first pitch by Stanton. Swing and a miss, and a slider low and inside. It's 0-1. Bergwin plays even with the bag at third. Rutherford pinches in at first. The middle infield is back. The outfield is shallow and a couple steps the other way against Donnie Webb. Wind continues to whip from right across to left. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a bouncer foul off the front of home plate. And it's no balls and 2 strikes in the Goldeyes right fielder. Taylor Stanton from San Francisco, California. 6'2", 220 pounds, a 26-year-old right-hander. Now in his 7th year of professional baseball. Webb a slightly open stance. Here's the 0-2 from Stanton. Slider called, strike 3 in the outside corner. So Donnie Webb is rung up by Randy Wilnes. An 0-2 breaking ball. Webb is staying in the box. Now I guess they're saying, was it a ball or was one of the previous pitches not a strike? I guess they're going to say it was a ball. Looked like Wilnes had rung him up. Now the 1-2 to Donnie Webb, swinging a ground ball foul to the right side. And it is still apparently 1 ball and 2 strikes. The way that Randy Wilnes threw his fist in the air on that initial 0-2 pitch, at least what we thought was an 0-2 pitch, led you to believe it was strike 3. They flashed the 3rd strike on the scoreboard here at Shaw Park, but Webb is still in the box at 1 ball and 2 strikes. The runners lead all 3 bases. Stanton delivers. Change up, high and outside, and it's now 2-2. Reggie Abercrombie, a dangerous bat, is waiting on deck. Goldeyes have not hit a grand slam yet here in 2014. 2-2 on Webb. Stanton from a full windup. Now the pitch, and Webb grounds one just foul outside of first. So the count is still 2-2, and Webb just missed what would have been an extra base hit down the first base line. Josh Mazzola's on third, Casey Harther is on second, Ray Sadler is on first. Stan played his college ball at Diablo Valley College in Pleasant Hill, California, was eventually drafted by the Mariners. Another 2-2 pitch, check swing, high and outside, the appeal at third. But Marty Bowers says that Webb did not go around. So Donnie has gone from 0-2 to a full count. And Stan will have to throw something in the zone or risk walking in the first run of the night. Bases full, nobody out, bottom of the third inning. Stan nods in agreement with Paramore. The 3-2 pitch, check swing, and did he go around? And they say he went around for strike three. Webb barely moved the bat, a fastball low and in, and Randy Wilness rings him up. So Taylor Stanton will get credit for a second strikeout. There was no ask for an appeal from third. So there's one man down. That's a big first out. Stan has a chance to escape in a double play, but he's got a dangerous hitter here coming up. Reggie Abercrombie lined out to second on a broken bat. In the bottom half of the second, 2 hits last night with an RBI and a run scored. Right-hander against right-hander. From the windup, the first pitch. Slider and a high fly ball, fairly deep center. Drifting back is Jackson. He's got it lined up. This should be deep enough. Makes the catch. Mazzola tags. The throw will go to second. Mazzola scores standing up. It's a sacrifice fly and a run batted into center field for Reggie Abercrombie. And the Goldeyes lead 1-0 in the bottom half of the third inning. Casey Harther holds at second. Ray Sadler stays at first. And Abercrombie picks up his 23rd RBI of the year and his 9th in his last 10 games. So Reggie gets the job done with a deep fly ball, a couple of steps in front of the winning track. Now it's first and second and 2 men down, and the newcomer Brock Bond steps up. Bond is switch hitter left-handed. He was struck out swinging in the bottom of the second. Change up low and outside from Taylor Stanton. 1 ball and no strikes. Stanton, a 26th rounder by the Mariners in 2008. He would get as high as Double-A Jackson in 2012. 2 on, 2 out. And the 1-0 pitch. Swinging a ground ball the other way. Penpraise to his right backhands. Flips to second. It's just in time to force out Ray Sadler. And the inning is over. But the Goldeyes get the first one of the ball game. 1 run. There were 2 hits and 2 left on base. And at the end of 3 innings at Shaw Park, it's the Goldeyes 1 and the RedHawks 0 on Jewel 101.
Year after year, after year after year, after year after year, after year after year. For 7 consecutive years, Johnson Waste Management, with a reputation for business excellence, has been recognized as the best waste management services provider in Winnipeg. Johnson Waste Management, doing our best to be the very best year after year after year after year.
Hi, this is Ivan Saper, owner of Saper Agencies. We offer personal, business, automobile, and travel health insurance. But it's how we sell that makes us different. We strive to remain on the cutting edge of technology and product innovations. We promise you quick, efficient, and effective solutions and 100% satisfaction. See us today, and we'll find you the right solution at the right price. Remember, your best insurance policy is our experience.
Saper Agencies, 2188 McPhillips. Call 694-6787.
The Stars are coming to Shaw Park this summer as the Winnipeg Goldeyes host the first ever 2-day American Association All-Star celebrations. July 28th and 29th, catch all the action. Skills competition, home run derby, parties and autograph sessions, all-star luncheon featuring Fergie Jenkins, and of course, the All-Star Game. Play ball! Tickets are on sale now. Get yours before they're gone. Visit Goldeyes.com.
And now, back to Winnipeg Goldeyes baseball on Jewel 101.
The Best Western Plus Winnipeg Airport Hotel is dedicated to making your stay as easy and carefree as possible. With over 8,000 square feet of meeting space and 213 guest rooms.
And the first pitch by Nick Hernandez is a fastball on the inside half. It's 0-1. We'll take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard in this inning, brought to you by Manitoba Blue Cross, the color of caring. Penpraise took a call, third strike, leading off the game tonight. Swinging a tapper in front of the mound, now knocked down in foul territory by Luis Allen. Came off the very end of Penpraise's bat, and it's no balls and 2 strikes. Penpraise followed by Ronnie Berkwin and Sawyer Carroll in the top half of the 4th, with the Goldeyes leading by a run. Hernandez going from the windup, third base side of the rubber. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Change-up swing and a miss. He struck him out. Third strikeout for Nick Hernandez. One away to begin the fourth. Tonight at 7:05 p.m., the Amarillo Sox take on the Sioux City Explorers at Amarillo National Bank Sox Stadium. The Kansas City T-Bones host the Gary South Shore Railcats at 7:05 at Community America Ballpark in Kansas City. The Lincoln Salt Dogs and Wichita Wingnuts play Game 2 of their series at Haymarket Park in Nebraska. Also a 7:05 scheduled start. First pitch to Ronnie Berkwin, hit in the air, foul down the left field line. And that will reach the crowd. It's 0-1. Berkwin 0 for 1. He fly to center field in his first at-bat. Sioux Falls and St. Paul, they were scheduled to begin at 7:05. Looks like that game will be delayed due to rain. Hernandez with the 0-1 pitch. Slider low and away, and Berkwin checked his swing. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Then tonight at 7:30, the Laredo Lemurs host the Grand Prairie Airhogs at Unitrade Stadium in Laredo, Texas. Here in Winnipeg, 1-0 Goldeyes, top of the fourth. The 1-1 pitch, slider on the outside corner. Now 1-2 on Ronnie Berkwin, a left-handed batter. Berkwin is 6 for 27 against lefties now this season, including tonight. 1 out and nobody on base. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Check swing, roller left side, a fair ball. Moving in front, Mazzola. He gloves, throws across to first in time to get Ronnie Berkwin for the second out. An check swing. Berkwin tried to hold up. It caught the hands of the bat and rolled out much like a bunt would of Josh Mazzola, who charged in on the freshly cut grass here at Shaw Park, and they got Berkwin by a step and a half at first base. 2 outs and nobody on. Sawyer Carroll, a left-hand batter, stepping up. Carroll is 0 for 1. He popped out to Tyler Kuhn in shallow left field for the last out in the first inning. It's a run, 6 hits, and no errors for the Goldeyes. No runs, no hits, and no errors for the RedHawks. Base is empty and 2 outs. Hernandez with the first pitch. Fastball on the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. Nick Hernandez, former draft pick of the Philadelphia Phillies, out of the University of Tennessee, which is now where he makes his off-season home. The University of Tennessee in Knoxville. Hernandez and his wife live in Madison, Tennessee. Slider on the inside corner, and it's quickly 0-2 on Sawyer Carroll. A fastball on the outside edge, now a front door breaking ball. And Hernandez had 0-2 on Sawyer Carroll. He has struck out 3 so far tonight. Left-hand pitcher, left-hand batter. Carroll, feet spread wide apart. The 0-2 pitch, check swing and a slider, and it's low and outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Like the sequence there between Hernandez and Allen. Outside, inside, and then trying to hit that outside corner again. Carroll did a good job to lay off. He's got a very good eye, 35 walks this year. He's tied for 4th in the league in on-base percentage beginning tonight at .417. 1-2 pitch, popped him in the air, shallow left center. Sadler to his left. Sadler is under it, makes the catch, and the inning is over. Nick Hernandez has a 1-2-3, top of the fourth. No runs, no hits, and nobody left on base. 3.5 complete here in downtown Winnipeg. The Goldeyes lead the RedHawks 1-0 on Jewel 101.
The Best Western Plus Winnipeg Airport Hotel is dedicated to making your stay as easy and carefree as possible. With over 8,000 square feet of meeting space and 213 guest rooms, the Best Western Plus can accommodate events large and small. Their on-site catering team and event planners offer customized menu options and expert service. Book your next corporate event, wedding, or conference at the Best Western Plus Winnipeg Airport Hotel, 1715 Wellington Avenue, or call 204-786-0687 for more information.
What should we bring to the lake for dinner tonight?
Something easy that we can throw in the cooler.
Turkey.
Granny's Poultry introduces their seasoned boneless turkey breast.
Sounds good.
Really good.
Pick up a Granny's frozen seasoned boneless turkey breast from your neighborhood grocery store. Throw it in the cooler, and by the time you get to the lake, it's barbecue ready. Granny's Poultry, your local poultry farmer's own cooperative. To find a retailer or for simply delicious recipes, visit grannys.ca. Granny's, good-natured.
Boys never outgrow their need for toys. The toys just get bigger. Metro Center, Winnipeg's store for all things trailer, can help you take your toys anywhere you want to go. Trailers, parts, hitches, Metro Center has it all. Plus, you'll earn Air Miles reward miles with every purchase. Over 4,000 square feet of trailer parts, truck accessories, online ordering, knowledgeable staff, trailer service. Everything you need to haul your toys is at your Winnipeg trailer store. Metro Center, 620 Nairn. Visit metrotrailers.ca.
And now, back to Winnipeg Goldeyes baseball on Jewel 101.
Bottom of the fourth inning at Shaw Park, the Goldeyes lead the RedHawks by a score of 1-0. Trades and transactions brought to you by Prairie Safety Surfacing. Bounces like rubber, wears like a rock. Prairie Safety Surfacing, your authorized rubber rock dealer for Manitoba. Visit them at prairieSafetySurfacing.com. Luis Allen takes a fastball on the outside corner, 0-1. Stanton for the windup, and the 0-1 pitch. Check swing at a slider away. They appeal at first, and no go, says Sean Hicks. So it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Luis 1 for 1. He singled through the left side in the second. He'll be followed by Pineda and Kuhn. 8, 9, and 1 do up for the Goldeyes in the home fourth. Stanton's 1-1 pitch. Fastball knee high in the outside corner. It's now 1 ball and 2 strikes. A few moves around the association earlier today. The Amarillo Sox placed left-hander Dane Keast on the DL, retroactive to 2 days ago. Swinging a ground ball foul outside of third, and it's still 1-2 on Luis Allen. Keast was the first left-hander the Goldeyes faced this year. That was Game 3 of the season in Amarillo, Texas. The Sox have also let go of left-hand pitcher Joe Rogers. The Salt Dogs get Ian Gack back from the disabled list. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swinging a ground ball past the mound to his right as Newton he fields. Taps the glove, he throws to first in time to get Luis Allen. And there's 1 away in the bottom half of the fourth inning. Ryan Pineda 1 for 1 with a single to left will step to the plate. So Ian Gack back from his second stint on the DL this year. That's a huge lift for the Salt Dogs, who have pitched great all season long. And now they will get one of the most feared sluggers in the American Association back into the middle of their lineup. Lincoln also placed infielder Luis Nunez on the DL, retroactive to June 24th. The RedHawks have signed outfielder Dusty Robinson, who is in right field tonight. First pitch to Pineda, line shot towards right center. Robinson going back into his right, still going, won't get it. That'll drop in for a base hit. Pineda digging for second base, and Pineda gets there standing up with a double. Ryan Pineda continues to have a hot month of June. An opposite field double, never quite got to the track, but it was right between Nick Jackson and Dusty Robinson. And both had a long ways to get to it. Eventually, Robinson picked it up, and Pineda was already standing on second base. So Pineda 2 for 2 in the game, a runner on second and 1 man down. Tyler Kuhn will step up. Kuhn is 0 for 2. He is fly to left and grounded out to first base. Winnipeg leads 1-0, bottom half of the fourth. And the pitch by Stanton, fastball high and inside. 1 ball and no strikes. The run scored by the Goldeyes in the third on the sac fly from Reggie Abercrombie. Only the second earned run they've ever scored against Taylor Stanton in over 17 innings pitched. Fastball low and inside. Good block by P.D. Paramore. The count goes to 2-0 on Tyler Kuhn. He's driven in 11 runs this year, hitting .279 with men in scoring position. Berkwin at third playing in. Rutherford is back and near the line at first. The pitch, line drive, shallow the other way, down the left field line. That drops in fair for a base hit. Pineda around third. Pineda will score. Kuhn stops at first, and the Goldeyes lead 2-0 in the bottom half of the fourth inning. Tyler Kuhn got jammed, but he floats one just fair inside the left field line. About 50 or so feet behind the infield dirt. Kuhn delivers an RBI single to drive in Pineda from second, his 12th RBI of the year. And the Goldeyes have a 2-0 lead against Taylor Stanton and the RedHawks. So Kuhn with his first hit of the ball game. He's now at safely in 31 of 40 games played this year. And Kuhn is a threat to go 5 for 6 this year in steals. He's held by C.J. Rutherford at first. Kuhn's got a pretty good lead. Josh Mazzola drives on a deep left field. Going back as Kara looking up at the wall, and it's gone! Josh Mazzola with a line drive, 2-run homer over the fence in left field. For Mazzola, his 5th home run of the year. And Winnipeg has hung a 3 spot on Taylor Stanton here in the bottom half of the fourth. And they lead 4-0 over the RedHawks. Mazzola is now 3 for 3. And the Goldeyes have put 3 on the board here in the bottom half of the fourth inning. A 4-run advantage. Casey Harther steps to the plate, 1 for 2. And the first pitch is a fastball on the outside corner for a strike. It's 0-1. Taylor Stanton coming into this start and surrendered 3 home runs. Swinging a bouncer to the left side. It's a fair ball along the line. It'll be backhanded just in foul territory by the third baseman Ronnie Berkwin. So it's 0-2 now on Casey Harther. That was about 85 feet from third base, and a smart decision by Berkwin. That was really the only option that he had to hope that it went foul. And as soon as it went foul, he touched it just in case that ball might hit a pebble or something of that sort and come back inside third base. 0-2 in the league's leading hitter. 4-0 Goldeyes, bottom half of the fourth. The 0-2 pitch, little looper towards right, that'll drop in for a base hit. What a piece of hitting for Casey Harther on an 0-2 count. He reaches down around his shoe tops and he poked one in a shallow right. That's not a bad pitch by Taylor Stanton. He located the slider down and away, but Harther with great hands was able to slow his bat down, and he's now 2 for 3. Another multi-hit game for Casey Harther. It's his 18th of the year. And it comes in an 0-2 count, and Winnipeg already has 10 hits against Taylor Stanton tonight. Ray Sadler stepping up, 1 for 1, a single, and he has been hit by a pitch. Fastball way outside. Good block by Paramore reaching across his body. It's 1 ball and no strikes. The 4 earned runs now against Taylor Stanton, the third most that he's given up this season. Twice he has given up 5. The 10 hits tie the most he's given up. A 1-0 pitch. Slider outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Stanton allowed 10 base hits to the Kansas City T-Bones on May 25th at Community America Ballpark. Goldeyes have done it a couple of different ways. A sac fly, an RBI single, and a 2-run homer. 1 on, still only 1 man down here in the 4th inning. The 2-0 pitch to Sadler. Fastball runs low and away, and it's now 3 balls and no strikes. The Goldeyes 4 runs, 10 hits, and no errors. The RedHawks no runs, no hits, and no errors. Josh Mazzola taking advantage of the win. A line drive homer that carried over the fence. Fastball on the inside corner. Sadler took all the way, and it's now 3-1. Sawyer Carroll barely moved. Didn't take 1 step towards the track. His only hope was for that ball to hit the fence and come back and play. The 3-1, swinging a chopper towards short. Penprace has it. Goes to second for 1. Newton's throw to first just in time to get Ray Sadler, and that ends the inning. 6-4-3 in the double play, but the Goldeyes scored 3 runs on 4 hits. There was no one left on, and at the end of 4 at Shaw Park, it's 4-0 Winnipeg on Jewel 101.
This is Goldeyes Baseball on 100.7 CFJL. Jewel 101 Winnipeg.
CIBC and the Winnipeg Goldeyes have partnered to fight cancer. On Sunday, October 5th, CIBC and Goldeyes employees, friends, and family will be running in communities across Canada for a future without breast cancer. Shaw Park, the home of the Winnipeg Goldeyes, will be your local run site for the Canadian Breast Cancer Foundation CIBC Run for the Cure. For more information, to register to run or make a donation, go to CIBC.com. Let's run for a future without breast cancer. Join in Sunday, October 5th at Shaw Park.
Summer barbecues on the patio. They're all fun and games until someone slips and drops an entire plate of steaks.
No!
Prairie Safety Surfacing can help keep your family and steaks safe all year round with Rubber Rock, the original rubber safety surfacing in North America since 1983. Prairie Safety Surfacing mix and pour Rubber Rock on site to create a seamless, non-skid finish on your patio, driveway, pool deck, and more. Trust the original Rubber Rock. Bounces like rubber, wears like rock. Learn more at prairiesafetysurfacing.com.
It's summer. The perfect time to kick back and relax with friends and family. This summer, make it easy on yourself with catering by Chicken Delight. From a feast for a few to feeding your whole crew, Chicken Delight will put a smile on everyone's face with their famous chicken, fabulous pizza, ribs that rock, and more. Pick it up or have it delivered. Give us a call or send us your catering order at chickendelight.com.
So don't cook tonight. Tonight, all right. Call Chicken Delight.
And now, back to Winnipeg Goldeyes Baseball on Jewel 101.
The Goldeyes now lead the RedHawks 4-0 in the top half of the 5th inning. An RBI single from Tyler Kuhn. And then Josh Mazzola slugged a 2-run homer to left field, his 5th of the year. C.J. Rutherford leads off against the lefty Nick Hernandez in the first pitch. Fastball on the outside corner. No balls and 1 strike. Rutherford, Jackson, and Robinson 4, 5, and 6 to up. Rutherford is the hardest hit ball tonight for a RedHawks player. A line drive that was smoked to left, but it was caught by Ray Sadler. Swing and a miss at a changeup off the plate away. It's 0-2. All 3 pitches have been working tonight for Nick Hernandez. A 2-seam sinking fastball, the slider, and that great change, and he's had excellent command once again. 0-2 on Rutherford. Hernandez has struck out 3 so far. The lefty winds. Now the pitch. Fastball high and outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Tonight's trivia question is brought to you by the Place Louis Riel Suite Hotel in downtown Winnipeg. Place Louis Riel specializing in spacious executive suites. Lefty to righty. Rutherford waits deep in the box. The 1-2 pitch. Ground ball to the left side. Snagged by Mazzola. Spins. Gets up from his knees. Throws to first in time to get Rutherford. One man down to start the top half of the 5th inning. Nifty play by Josh Mazzola, who hit the 2-run homer in the bottom half of the 4th. A sharp one-hopper to third. Mazzola reached down. He snagged it with his body moving sharply to his left. He had a spin around, popped up from a knee, and made a strong throw to Casey Arthur at first to retire C.J. Rutherford. Nick Jackson stepping up. Jackson didn't hit the ball quite as hard as Rutherford in the second, but he got it up into the air where the wind is blowing hard to left field. The first pitch, check swing. Did he go around? The appeal at third. No go, says Marty Bauer. It's 1 ball and no strikes. Still unsure if that ball would have carried over the fence. There was certainly the chance, and Ray Saller made a leaping grab deep on the warning track to take away, at the very least, an extra base hit from Nick Jackson. The 1-0 swing and a miss tied him up with a fastball inside. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Our trivia question tonight. In 2012, the Goldeyes, of course, swept the RedHawks in the division series to move on to the American Association Championship Final. Prior to 2012, here's the 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball just inside. 2 balls and a strike. That was closer than Jackson tried to sell it to the home plate umpire, Randy Wilness. It's now 2 balls and a 1 strike in the center fielder, Nick Jackson, with the bases empty and 1 down. Prior to 2012, when it was the last year in which the Goldeyes defeated the RedHawks in a postseason series. Hernandez with a 2-1. Line drive deep but foul down the right field line. Out in front of a fastball, it's now 2 balls and 2 strikes. That traveled into the grass berm. On deck is Dusty Robinson, the right fielder, and a right-hand batter. Call the Jewel 101 studio at 204-943-5250 with your answer for a chance to win a pair of tickets to an upcoming Goldeyes game. We'll have the correct answer later tonight. Slider popped him up. Out towards shortstop. Tyler Kuhn makes the call. Few steps in towards home plate. Kuhn makes the catch. And there's 2 men down in the top half of the 5th. Dusty Robinson will now step up. Robinson is 0 for 1. He took a called third strike for the last out in the top of the 2nd. The Goldeyes lead 4-0 over the RedHawks in the top of the 5th. Again, our question tonight, prior to 2012, when was the last time the Goldeyes beat the RedHawks in a postseason series? Robinson, a right-hand batter. He takes a changeup low and inside from Nick Hernandez, and the count is 1 ball and no strikes. Robinson drafted by the Athletics in 2011, a 10th round draft pick out of Fresno State. Swing and a miss at a good changeup, bottomed out. And it's now 1 ball and 1 strike. He is originally from Bakersfield, California, now in his 4th year of professional baseball, and has spent parts of the last 3 years with High A Stockton. The 1-1 pitch, change up on the outside corner, and Hernandez works in front. 1 ball and 2 strikes. On deck is Petey Paramore, a switch hitter if Robinson can reach base here in the top half of the 5th. The outfield medium depth, the 1-2 pitch, breaking ball low and inside. It's now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Robinson last year for the Stockton Ports hit .210 with 21 homers and 64 driven in. He totaled 27 homers during the 2012 season between a couple of Athletics affiliates. Hernandez with a 2-2. Swinging a bouncer left side. Tough play. Charging Mazzola. Backhands. Throws in the move to first. And it's just in time to get a Robinson. And the inning is over. Another good play and a swinging bunt by Josh Mazzola. Robinson was busting down the line. Mazzola made the off-balance throw, and they get him by half a step. Nick Hernandez has a 1-2-3 5th, nothing across. We've come halfway at Shaw Park. It's 4-0 Goldeyes on Jewel 101.
Summer is the season for long family road trips.
Are we there yet?
And if you want to make it there, it's time to go to Cal Tire. Whether you come in for a tire rotation, an alignment, or even a basic oil service, all your visits come with a free mechanical inspection. Get your vehicle ready for high temperatures and heavy use. Talk to Cal at any one of 5 convenient Winnipeg locations.
Most days, you can predict what life's going to throw at you.
He's 2 for 2 at bat so far today.
But every once in a while...
Strike! Oh, he did not see that coming.
When life throws you a curveball, Ranger Insurance will protect what's important to you. Whether it's home, life, auto, or commercial, they have a plan that fits your needs. Ranger Insurance, putting relationships first. For the protection you deserve, visit rangerinsurance.ca.
To some, he is a hero. To others, merely heroic. But to us, he's a Pools Hall of Famer. Raised on highlights and minor league stats, he played his game cards like he played Division 12 slow pitch. To win. Home team? Check. Visiting team? Check. Champion? Check. Be a legend with Sports Select. Pools players won over $7 million last year. Pick the winning teams today at your lottery retailer. Remember, keep it a game.
And now, back to Winnipeg Goldeyes baseball on Jewel 101.
4-0 Goldeyes, bottom half of the fifth. Winnipeg Goldeyes baseball is presented to you by MTS. Get unlimited internet in Manitoba on all your devices only with MTS. Donnie Webb leads things off against Taylor Stanton. Webb a switch hitter left-handed 0 for 2. And the first pitch, fastball just low. A pretty good pitch by Taylor Stanton. And the count is 1 ball and no strikes. Donnie Webb has fly to right and struck out swinging. Fastball low and inside for ball 2. Webb followed by Reggie Abercrombie and Brock Bond. 5, 6, and 7 in the home fifth. Winnipeg stretched the lead with a 3-run bottom of the fourth, highlighted by the homer from Josh Mazzola. Fastball low and inside. It's now 3 balls and no strikes. Webb has scored 16 runs in his last 17 games. And he has drawn 11 walks during that same stretch, the 3-0. And it's low for ball 4. So make it 12 walks in the last 18 games for Donnie Webb. And it's his 20th of the year, most on the Goldeyes. The Goldeyes had the leadoff hitter on for a second straight inning. And Donnie a threat to go 15 steals, tied for second most in the league. He's only been caught twice. Help support the Winnipeg Goldeyes Field of Dreams Foundation with a Canes for Kids program. All you have to do is pledge an amount that you will donate towards the Field of Dreams Foundation every time a Goldeyes pitcher records a home strikeout during the 2014 season. Quick throw to first and Webb dives back. You can fill out a pledge form at goldeyes.com or at the fan services booth at Shaw Park. Last year, Goldeyes pitchers struck out 373 batters at home, meaning a pledge of just 5 cents per strikeout would have contributed $18.65. Stant throws over again, and again Webb is back under the tag of C.J. Rutherford. At the end of the year, we'll add up all the Goldeyes strikeouts, and the Field of Dreams Foundation will send you an invoice, or if you wish, we can charge your credit card for the amount pledged. For more information on the Canes for Kids program, visit goldeyes.com. The first pitch to Abercrombie is a fastball low and away, and the count is 1 ball and no strikes. Reggie drove in the Goldeyes' first run with a sac fly to center field in the bottom half of the third. He also lined out to second on a broken bat in the bottom half of the second. The 1-0 pitch way outside of the slider. Good backhand stop by P.D. Paramore. It's now 2 balls and no strikes. Paramore on the year is 9 for 43 and throwing out base runners, a 21% success rate. That puts him in the middle of the pack in the American Association. He was able to throw out Ryan Pineda in the 8th inning last night at second base. 1 on, no one down. The 2-0 pitch. Sinker on the outside corner at the knees. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. Stanton and Rick Forney noted this during tonight's pregame show. Does a very good job of holding runners. In fact, in Stanton's 7-year professional career, here's the set from the righty. And the 2-1 pitch, swinging a bouncer foul outside of third. Webb took about 4 hard steps to second and then stopped in his tracks before looking towards home plate. And the count is 2-2. In Stanton's 7-year professional career, opposing base stealers have been thrown out 51% of the time. And that is an incredible number for anyone, but especially a right-handed pitcher. He's very quick to the plate. 2-2 on Abercrombie. Now a soft toss to first, and this time Webb gets out without a full tag from C.J. Rutherford. He took the ball out of the glove, and with his bare hand, he tapped Webb in the back just for good measure. Donnie Webb has not tried a steal during this at-bat. Now he goes, 2-2 pitch, swinging a ground ball to short. Penprace cuts in front, he's got it. Throws off balance to first, just in time to get Abercrombie. And a good job by Reggie to make contact with that ball that keeps the Goldeyes out of the double play. And Webb is now safe at second base. So Reggie gets the job done. And now Webb is in scoring position with 1 man down for Brock Bond. 0 for 2. He has struck out swinging and bounced into a fielder's choice. Winnipeg, 4 runs, 10 hits, and no errors. The RedHawks, no runs, no hits, and no errors. Bond is switch hitter left-handed. Infield shifted way to the right side against Brock Bond. The first pitch, slider on the inside corner, no balls and 1 strike. You'll see that shift a lot against left-hand power bats. Bond, though, a guy who really uses the entire field, and he's shown a great prowess for hitting the other way in his first week. Swinging a high fly, fairly deep center. Drifting back is Nick Jackson. He's under it. Jackson makes the catch. Webb tags. He's on his way to third. Throw is cut off by Penpraise. And Donnie Webb gets to third base standing up. And right there, Brock Bond hit it to left center. This one was in the air and caught by Nick Jackson. So now a man on third and 2 down with Luis Allen stepping up. Allen is 1 for 2 with a single through the left side and a ground out to second. Goldeyes leading 4-0 in the bottom half of the 5th. Winnipeg trying to cash in the leadoff walk from Donnie Webb. Allen, a right-handed batter. He has driven in 16 this year, and he's hitting .324 men in scoring position. From the windup, fastball taken just high. It's 1 ball and no strikes. That one looked like a cutter from Taylor Stanton. As a bit of a 3/4 delivery towards the plate. He's back into a full windup with a runner on third and 2 outs. The 1-0 pitch to Allen. That fastball misses just low. It's now 2-0 on Luis Allen, a right-hand batter. 16 total runs batted in this season. And 34 in his career against the Fargo-Moorhead RedHawks in 64 games played. Webb on third and 2 outs. Outfield pulled to the left against Luis. And the 2-0 pitch. Fastball popped him up. Might be playable. Foul ground. Paramore with a mask off. Moving by the Goldeyes dugout. Reaches forward and he makes the catch. Nice play by P.D. Paramore, and the inning is over. No runs, no hits, 1 left on base, 5 complete at Shaw Park. It's 4-0 Goldeyes on Jewel 101.
Here's the pitch, and it's a grand slam! Here they come. Cans, juice boxes, glass and plastic bottles, into the bin!
The Winnipeg Goldeyes and Recycle Everywhere want you to swing for the fences and recycle all your empty beverage containers. They're full of potential and have thousands of uses beyond the landfill. Step up to the plate and pitch your drink containers into a recycling bin. Whether you're at home, work, school, or the ballpark, remember to recycle everywhere.
Watching the game is something to enjoy. But remember, drinking any alcohol and driving don't mix. Drinking and driving puts you and others in danger. Your best bet is a designated driver who has had no alcohol. Enjoy the game, but whatever you do, don't drink and drive. To keep Manitobans safe behind the wheel, police are increasing enforcement near you. Watch for them. A message from Manitoba Public Insurance.
I'm Larry McIntosh from Peak of the Market. As I travel around the world promoting Manitoba vegetables, it always amazes me how much people know about Canada. They talk about our open spaces, great rivers and lakes, our friendly and very polite people. They really admire Canada and what we stand for. We may not always show our patriotic spirit, but we certainly know how lucky we are to live in this great country. I'm proud to be from Manitoba, Canada. On Canada Day, let's take some time to remember how lucky we really are. Happy birthday, Canada.
And now, back to Winnipeg Goldeyes baseball on Jewel 101.
Top of the 6th inning at Shaw Park. Taylor Stanton works around a leadoff walk to Donnie Webb, eventually stranded him on third base. Nick Hernandez will go back to work, having thrown just 55 pitches over the first 5 innings. He'll face 7, 8, and 9. P.D. Paramore, Brandon Newton, and Tim Alberts, with Winnipeg leading 4-0. Goldeyes are trying to win a 3rd straight game and drop the RedHawks 4 games back in the American Association North Division. Paramore, a switch hitter, right-handed, will lead things off in the 6th. He grounds it out to Tyler Kuhn at shortstop back in the 3rd. Hernandez a wind-up off the third base side of the rubber. And the left-hander deals. Fastball lifted in the air, shallow left, tough play. In comes Abercrombie, out goes Kuhn, and it drops in between Abercrombie, Kuhn, and Sadler. A bloop single is shallow left, and that is the first base runner allowed by Nick Hernandez tonight. Paramore popped one up, and you thought maybe with the wind it would hang up long enough for either Sadler, Abercrombie, or Kuhn to make the play, but it was literally in between all 3. And that's a leadoff single for P.D. Paramore. Hernandez had to retire the first 15 batters to face him. And now Paramore is on first with nobody out. Brandon Newton will step to the plate 0 for 1. He grounded a shortstop as well in the top half of the 3rd. So Hernandez out of the stretch for the first time tonight. And the first pitch, fastball just outside as Newton flashed a bunt. It's 1 ball and no strikes. Brandon Newton, a .357 hitter in his last 14 games. Josh Mazzola playing even with a bag at third. The middle infield set for 2. Newton is a tough guy to double off. Hernandez from the belt. Now Newton shows Bunny, pulls back, and it's a fastball at the knees for strike 1. Newton trying to drag one to the right side. Didn't like the pitch from Hernandez, so he pulled the bunt back in the last second. But Hernandez got the call from Randy Wilness. Tim Albert's waiting on deck. Not your typical number 9 hitter. 1 on, nobody out. Paramore not a lot of speed. Hernandez is ready. And the 1-1 pitch. Low and outside with a slider. So it's 2 balls and 1 strike. Goldeyes 4 runs, 10 hits, and no errors. The RedHawks no runs, 1 hit, and no errors. We're in the top half of the 6th. The outfield shades Newton several steps the other way. Now Hernandez is ready. He checks on first. The 2-1 to Newton. Popped up foul behind the plate. So the count is 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the second baseman, Brandon Newton, has looked good in the field. When he played for the Sioux City Explorers 2 years ago, he was mainly a left fielder. A lifetime batting average of exactly 300 in 5 pro seasons, all spent in the independent ranks. He's been in the Northern League, the Frontier League, the North American League, and in a brief stint last year in the Can-Am League with Newark. 2-2 pitch. Little looper towards shallow center, slicing back in the direction of Abercrombie. Reaches, can't get it off his glove with his back to the plate. Paramore heading for second, and he has to hold up. Reggie Abercrombie, a good effort going to deep center field. That ball hooked around in the wind, swirling towards left field. And Abercrombie, with his back towards home, almost made a circus catch at the last second. It broke off his glove. Fortunately for the Goldeyes, with that ball coming almost straight down, it didn't bounce towards the fence, and Paramore wasn't sure if Abercrombie was going to catch it. Had a hole between first and second base. So a couple of soft hits here for Paramore and Newton have given the RedHawks a chance. 2 on and nobody out. Here's Tim Alberts, and he swings and lines one to left. Coming on, Sadler reaches over, makes the backhanded catch. And that'll send Paramore back to second and Newton back to first. Tim Alberts hit that one hard, but Ray Sadler had just enough room to move in and to his right to pick off that line drive. So a big first down for Nick Hernandez, and it's back to the top of the order for Zach Penpraise. He's 0 for 2 in this game. A called third strike in the first, and he was struck out swinging by Hernandez leading off the top half of the 4th. 2 on and 1 down. The pitch, change up on the outside half, 75 miles an hour. And Hernandez works in front, no balls and 1 strike. For Penpraise, he has now struck out 41 times this season, and in 29 of 42 games played. The 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss, and a changeup, 0-2. Now Penpraise can run like the wind, but interesting note about the RedHawks shortstop, he has grounded into 7 double plays this season, which is tied for the most in the American Association. 0-2 the count on Penpraise. Hernandez has struck out 3 and walked none tonight. He looks at second base. Now the 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball just outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Goldeyes scratched out a run in the 3rd and put a 3 spot on Taylor Stanton in the bottom half of the 4th to support the left-hander Nick Hernandez. He's coming off 7 scoreless against Trois-Rivières on Monday. 1 and 2 on Penpraise. Paramore on second, Newton on first, and 1 down. The 1-2 pitch, change up just outside and low. Penpraise able to lay off a very tough pitch. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ronnie Berkwin, a dangerous left-hand batter, is on deck. This series continues tomorrow afternoon, a 1:35 p.m. start here at Shaw Park, and another good pitching matchup. Matt Jackson faces left-hander Jake Labor. The 2-2 to Penpraise. Slider low and inside. 3 balls and 2 strikes, and Penpraise has gone from 0-2 to a full count. We'll see if Doug Simonek puts the runners in motion here. 3-2 and 1 man down. Bucky Burgow right now is coaching at third. Doug Simonek was at third base last night. Infield looking for a double play. Kuhn is about a step in the hole on the left side at short. And Bond a step near the second base bag playing up the middle. The 3-2 runner's not going. Changeup hit foul the other way. And it's still 3 balls and 2 strikes. The series finale is scheduled for 7:05 p.m. on Monday night. The Goldeyes are to be announced. That was the spot on the rotation once held by Kyle Anderson. And the RedHawks are to be announced after they let go of Danny Gutierrez prior to last night's game. Another 3-2 pitch hit foul the other way. So Penpraise, who fell in the early 0-2 hole, is turning this into a tough at-bat. This will be the 8th pitch coming up, and a count of 3 balls and 2 strikes. We've been given word that Justin Erasmus could start tomorrow. The RedHawks could also bring in a new pitcher altogether. Outfield medium depth and a step the other way against Zach Penpraise. The left-hander comes set. Another 3-2 pitch. Line the other way down the right field line. That's going to drop in foul. And that'll send the runners back to first and second. Good opposite field swing by Penpraise. Waited back at a change from Nick Hernandez. And this at-bat will now reach 9 pitches. 3 consecutive fouls with a 3-2 count. Berkwin on deck. Goldeyes 4, RedHawks nothing in the top of the 6th. Hernandez leaning in to get the sign from the veteran catcher Luis Allen. The runners lead first and second base. Another 3-2 high and outside, ball 4. Changeup slipped out of the hand of Nick Hernandez, who issues his first walk of the night. So that'll load the bases and bring up Ronnie Berkwin, who will represent the tying run here in the 6th. Berkwin in this game 0 for 2. He has fly to center and grounds it out to third. Good battle there between Hernandez and Penpraise. And Penpraise draws the 9-pitch walk. And for Penpraise, it's his 21st walk this season. Berkwin has very good power. He's got a homer against the Goldeyes this year. He is 6 overall, tied for 7th in the American Association. Lifetime against the Goldeyes, going back to 2011 when Berkwin played for the Saints. Ronnie Berkwin, a .301 hitter against Winnipeg in 39 games, 8 home runs, and 26 runs batted in. He is a candidate to ground into a double play. Hernandez works from the stretch. Left-hand pitcher, left-hand batter. And the first pitch to Berkwin. High fly ball, pretty deep left. Back goes Saller, has room by the track, makes the catch. Paramore tags at third, will come in to score. Newton heading for third, and he gets there just ahead of the relay throw from Tyler Kuhn. It's a sacrifice fly and a run batted in for Ronnie Berkwin. That'll get the RedHawks on the board at 4-1, but Nick Hernandez gets a big second out here in the top half of the 6th inning. Penpraise holds at first. Paramore scoring on that sac fly. Berkwin gets credit for his 24th RBI this year. And Brandon Newton moves up an extra 90 feet himself. It's first and third and 2 out. Sawyer Carroll, another left-hand bat stepping to the plate. Carroll is 0 for 2. He has popped to short and flied out to left field. Nick Hernandez had to retire the first 15 batters to face him. For Paramore and Newton and back-to-back blue hits to start this frame. And now he is trying to limit the damage to the 1 run. Carroll stands off the plate wide open. And the first pitch, a slider taken low and outside. 1 ball and no strikes. So for Hernandez, it's the first run that he has given up since the solo shot to Joe Dunnigan 2 starts ago in New Jersey, when he went 7 innings against the Jackals and gave up only 2. Newton is on third. Penpraise, a base running threat, is on first. He's got a big lead. Hernandez steps and he throws over, and Penpraise dives back without a tag. Penpraise 7 steals this year. He's been caught 4 times. That is tied for the most caught stealings in the American Association. 1 ball and no strikes on Sawyer Carroll, the left fielder. Trying to return to form. He got off to a great start. It's had a tough time over the last 2.5 weeks. Circles the bat from the left side. And the 1-0 pitch. Fastball low and away. And it's now 2-0. Carroll in the first 25 games of the year at .333 and drove in 19 runs. Including tonight, he's now 11 for 59 in his last 17 contests. But he is one of the most consistent hitters in the American Association the last 2 years. Uses the entire field. He's got some pop in his bat, and he has excellent speed. First and third and 2 men down. Hernandez comes set. The 2-0 pitch. High pop-up, right field. Moving over is Brock Bond. Battles the wind. Now it's Harther coming over, and Harther makes the catch. The inning is over. Good job by Nick Hernandez to limit the RedHawks to 1 run. There were 2 hits and 2 left on base. Middle of the 6th inning at Shaw Park. It's the Goldeyes 4 and the RedHawks 1 on Jewel 101.
When's the last time your bank gave you a great big kiss when you walked through the door?
Excuse me?
That's what they do at Sonova Credit Union. Their DOG, Director of Greetings, is a St. Bernard who welcomes all members.
Wow, can he schedule appointments too?
No need. At Sonova, you don't need an appointment, ever. Drop by whenever works for you. Bank brighter with Sonova Credit Union at one of their 11 branches throughout Manitoba, with convenient 7 days a week service in Winnipeg.
It's Ken, and I'm just not going to do a regular commercial here. I'll tell you what Ken would do. Ken would read the whole ad on this here Kenwood two-way radio from Prairie Mobile. It's tough, watch. See? Kenwood two-way radios will keep your business connected without the cell phone bill. scramble features, and did I mention, it's tough. Two-way radios from Kenwood. It's what Ken would do, and you should too.
After the sale, it's the service that counts. Prairie Mobile, your Kenwood authorized dealer.
Leave the daily grind behind and treat yourself to what is by far Winnipeg's best happy hour. Monday through Friday from 3 until 5, the lounge at your favorite Pony Corral location has happy hour appetizers at half price. And on top of that, every Monday, Tuesday, and Sunday, you can get 49-cent wings and ribbies. It's all part of Winnipeg's best and most delicious happy hour. Monday to Friday from 3 till 5 and Monday and Tuesday from 5 until 2 a.m. at your local Pony Corral lounge.
And now, back to Winnipeg Goldeyes baseball on Jewel 101.
Winnipeg Goldeyes baseball is brought to you by MTS. Get unlimited internet in Manitoba on all your devices only with MTS. 4-1 in favor of the Goldeyes. We go to the bottom half of the sixth inning. Ryan Pineda 2 for 2 leads off against the right-hander Taylor Stanton. He takes a fastball letter high in the inside corner, and it's 0-1. Pineda singled through the left side of the second, and he started the rally in the fourth with a double to right center field. Righty against righty, the 0-1. Pineda grounds one the other way. Tough ground ball. Newton fields, foot race to the bag, and Stanton grabs a throw from Newton just in front of Ryan Pineda. C.J. Rutherford got caught in between. Wasn't sure if he was going to field the ball or stay back. In the end, he did range to his right, but he couldn't get to it. And that forced Brandon Newton, the second baseman, to go wide to his left to pick it up. And then Stan did a good job to hustle over when he just got there ahead of Ryan Pineda. So a rare 4-1 put out on the scorecard, second baseman a pitcher. And it's back to the top for Tyler Kuhn, 1 for 3 with an RBI single and a run scored. Stanton delivers, fastball on the outside corner. It's no balls and 1 strike. The RedHawks got on the board in the top of the sixth with the bases loaded and 1 down. Ronnie Berkwin at a sacrifice fly to left field. Swinging a ground ball foul inside of the RedHawks dugout, and the count goes to 0-2. But Hernandez did a very good job not to give up anything else. Flirted briefly there with a perfect game. He was perfect through 5 before the bloop single by Paramore that led things off. The 0-2 pitch to Kuhn. Change up outside, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Kuhn began the night tied for 10th in the league with an average of .333, tied with J.P. Ramirez of the Laredo Lemurs. Bases empty and 1 down. The 1-2 to Kuhn. Fastball high and outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Stanton trying to keep the RedHawks within reach. RedHawks have one of the top lineups 1 through 9 in the league. They're within 3 runs right now. The 2-2. And that's inside. 3 balls and 2 strikes. P.D. Paramore got in position to throw that ball around the horn. And Taylor Stanton didn't get the call from Randy Wilness. A close pitch. It's now 3 balls and 2 strikes, and Kuhn doing what Penn Praise did in the top of this inning, going from 0-2 to a full count. Stanton winds the payoff pitch, high foul fly the other way, and it's still 3 balls and 2 strikes. Tyler Kuhn entering this ball game, seeing 4.13 pitches per at bat. That is most on the Goldeyes. Another 3-2 pitch. Line drive towards the hole, base hit beyond the reach of Brandon Newton. And Kuhn is now 2 for 4, picking up his 17th multi-hit game of the year. Taylor Stanton had a bit of a look out towards Randy Wilness, the home plate umpire. He thought he had Kuhn struck out on that 2-2 pitch. And in the end, Kuhn worked the count full, and he pulls a single between first and second base. Kuhn a threat to go 5 for 6 this year in steals, and that'll bring up the red-hot Josh Mazzola. 3 for 3 tonight, 2 singles, 2 runs scored. And he had a 2-run line drive homer just over the fence in left field in the bottom half of the 4th inning. Stanton delivers. Slider on the inside corner for a strike. It's 0-1. Goldeyes 4, RedHawks 1. We're in the bottom half of the 6th inning at Shaw Park. And while there was a lot of rain earlier in the afternoon, it's turned out to be a beautiful night in downtown Winnipeg. The 0-1 pitch, runner goes, slider outside, throw to second by Paramore, won't be in time. Kuhn slides in with that attack from Brandon Newton. And Kuhn is safe at second, his 6th steal of the year in just 7 attempts. And for the Winnipeg Goldeyes as a team, that is their 57th steal of the year, 3rd most in the American Association. That was a tough pitch to handle, a slider off the plate. And Paramore did his best to make the throw to Brandon Newton. The 1-1 pitch to Mazzola, swing and a miss at a slider away. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Mazzola now has 22 homers on the year. We mentioned he had a 7-game hitting streak snap last night. But he is back in the hit column tonight in grand fashion, 3 for 3. Runner on second and one man down. The 1-2 pitch. Slider low and away. Good block by Fargo-Moorhead. It's now 2 balls and 2 strikes. With the 2 runs batted in this ball game, Josh Mazzola has now driven in 10 over his last 10 games. The Goldeyes have out-hit the RedHawks 11-2. We're barely beyond the halfway point of our ball game tonight. Goldeyes had 12 hits in the opener on Friday. The pitch, swing and a miss, got him on a high fastball. So after a couple of sliders away, Stan came back, and he gets Mazzola to swing through the high heat. Now there's 2 men down. Third strikeout for Taylor Stanton. That'll bring up Casey Harder, another multi-hit game for the Goldeyes first baseman. He's 2 for 3. Had a great piece of hitting his last time up. He got down 0-2 on Stanton and then poked a slider reaching down and over the plate for his second hit. It's his 18th multi-hit game of the year. Check swing, slider, looked a little bit low and away, and Randy Wilnes this time gives the call to Taylor Stanton. So the count is 0-1. Tyler Kuhn is the runner on second base. 6 different Goldeyes have at least 1 hit tonight. 8 did in last night's game. The 0-1 pitch. Harder takes a fastball just inside, and the count goes to 1-1. Taylor Stanton, last year's American Association Pitcher of the Year with a 2.43 ERA. Goldeyes with a 2-out opportunity. They've done a real good job with 2 outs in men in scoring position over the last week and a half. Going back to that series against Quebec. Now a turn and a toss to second. Kuhn dives back. The throw is to the right side of the bag with Penprace wheeling in from behind. And he caught it to his left, stopping the ball from going into the outfield. Outfield over to the left against Casey Harder. Stands off the plate and holds the bat high up. The right-hander comes set. And the 1-1 pitch. Swinging a ground ball towards the hole to his left. Berkwini Field steps in, throws to first. In time to get Casey Harder. And the side is retired. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 runner left on base. End of 6 here at Shaw Park. It is 4-1 Goldeyes on Jewel 101.
Go to bostonpizza.com and finger cook a meal the whole family will love. Don't waste your precious time cooking when you don't have to. We know you've got more important things to do, like watching sports highlights, stopping your kids from bumping into stuff, or simply taking a break from napping. And with over 100 menu items to choose from, everyone can get exactly what they want. To order, call 925-4111 or finger cook today at bostonpizza.com.
The rebates are back! The rebates are back!
What?
The rebates from Reliance Superior Heating and Air Conditioning are back, and I'm not missing out on the great savings this year!
The rebates from Reliance are back by popular demand. Right now, when you buy a high-efficiency Lennox furnace and air conditioner from Reliance, you get $2,000 back in rebates. Call Reliance Superior Heating and Air Conditioning now at 204-697-5666 or hurry over to RelianceSuperior.ca today. Some conditions apply.
The Goldeyes Field of Dreams Foundation supports children's charities in Manitoba. I'm Tony Fletcher, Foundation President, urging you to get involved with the Fillmore Riley K's for Kids program by pledging a dollar amount per Goldeyes strikeout. Or show your support by picking up a Goldeyes license plate from your local auto pack dealer. The foundation receives $30 from each one sold. Thanks to you, the Field of Dreams Foundation has donated more than $1.6 million to children's charities since 1995.
And now, back to Winnipeg Goldeyes baseball on Jewel 101.
Top of the 7th inning at Shaw Park. Goldeyes in front of the RedHawks by a score of 4-1. Goldeyes this week is brought to you by Boston Pizza. After the game, you can have any of our more than 100 delicious Boston Pizza menu items delivered to your door. Call 925-4111 or do some finger cooking at bostonpizza.com. You, of course, could visit the Boston Pizza stand here at Shaw Park if you happen to be in the ballpark right now. Winnipeg with a 4-1 lead over the RedHawks here in the top half of the 7th. Taylor Stanton has bounced back with a couple of zeros after Winnipeg got 3 against him in the 4th. Nick Hernandez goes back out and he throws a first pitch fastball on the outside corner to C.J. Rutherford. It's 0-1. Rutherford, Jackson, and Robinson 4, 5, and 6 to up. That was only Hernandez's 76th pitch of the night. Fastball high and away, and it's now 1 ball and 1 strike. Tomorrow afternoon at 1:35 p.m., the Goldeyes and RedHawks play Game 3 of this 4-game series. Dollar-Wise Cleaners presents the Cleanup Hitter promotion. 1-1 pitch. Tried to hold a swing, and he went around, tied him up with a high fastball. 1-2 on C.J. Rutherford. Kids can run the bases and play catch in the field after the game. Famous Dave will be on the Free Press stage tomorrow beginning at 12:30. Left-hand pitcher, right-hand batter. Rutherford is 0 for 2. Now the 1-2 pitch. Line drive center field. Abercrombie coming on, reaches, and it's going to drop in front for a base hit. Had a top spin on that liner to center field, and it fell in front of Reggie Abercrombie. A leadoff single here on the top half of the 7th. Nick Jackson now steps up 0 for 2. Was robbed of the leaping play by Ray Sadler in the 2nd, and then popped out to Tyler Kuhn in the top half of the 5th. On Monday against the RedHawks, back to a 7:05 start. We'll have post-game fireworks presented by Mr. Lube. Mother Groove will be on the Free Press stage beginning at 6. The Kansas City T-Bones are in town on Tuesday, July 1st. Celebrate Canada Day with the Goldeyes, a special 4 o'clock start. Fastball on the outside corner to Jackson for strike 1. That game presented by Via Rail Canada, and one lucky fan will win a return train trip for 2 to Jasper, courtesy of Via Rail Canada. Runner on first and no one down. Rutherford not a ton of speed. Hernandez from the stretch, and the 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball misses inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. On Wednesday, July 2nd, 7:05 against the T-Bones, Pratt's Wholesale Food Service presents the Ukrainian Christmas in July. Celebrate the Ukrainian culture with the Goldeyes, featuring the Huzli Ukrainian male chorus and Slava Ukrainian contemporary dancers. There will be a polka contest on the field prior to the game. Here's the 1-1 pitch. High fly ball, pretty deep left. Back goes Sadler. Onto the track, back near the wall, and it's gone. Off the Donnie Smith retired number in left field. Nick Jackson, who just missed one in the 2nd, goes opposite field here in the 7th. A 2-run homer the other way. And that'll cut the Goldeyes lead to 4-3 in the top half of the 7th inning. For Nick Jackson, his 2nd home run of the year, and he drives in his 8th and 9th runs over his last 15 games played. So now a 1-run game, nobody out here in the top half of the 7th inning. And the RedHawks trying to build some momentum. Once down by as many as 4 runs, they have closed the gap to 1. So here is Dusty Robinson 0 for 2. He is struck out looking and grounds it out to third. Very good power from the right side of the plate. First pitch, changeup popped in the air to the right. Allen with a mask off, hoping for a play, coming over by the first row. It's going to land about 3 rows back. And it's no balls and 1 strike on Dusty Robinson. During the game on July 2nd, there will be a pierogi eating contest sponsored by Savala's Ukrainian Deli and Catering. The Goldeyes will donate $4 from every $14 on-deck ticket purchased for the July 2nd game to the Ukrainian Canadian Congress Manitoba Council to help purchase medical supplies for Ukraine. Fastball outside, it's 1 ball and 1 strike. When purchasing your tickets at Ticketmaster.ca or at the Shaw Park box office, be sure to mention the promo code Ukraine so the Goldeyes can make the donation. Swing and a miss at a fastball, 1-2. Also be sure to check out the Goldeyes specially designed Ukrainian cheer t-shirts on sale for just $19.99. The Goldeyes will also donate $4 for every t-shirt sold. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Robinson. High and outside of the changeup, and it's now 2-2. Also on July 2nd, the Goldeyes welcome the Olympic gold medal winning curling team of Jennifer Jones, Caitlin Laws, Jill Officer, and Dawn McEwen to throw out the ceremonial first pitch. Slew High will be on the Free Press stage beginning at 6 o'clock. 2-2 to Robinson. Changeup loop down the right field line. Going at his harder. It's over his head, but a foul ball. And Robinson still alive at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The homestand wraps up Thursday, July 3rd, a 6:05 start against the T-Bones. The Recycle Everywhere Street Team and their mascot Benjamin will be on hand. The original Pancake House presents the Pancake Batter promotion. Greg Arcade and his Rockin' Band will be on the Free Press stage beginning at 5. 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss, got him in a changeup. Nick Hernandez strikes out Dusty Robinson, 1 away here in the 7th. That brings up Petey Paramore, who started the rally for the RedHawks in the top half of the 6th. Greg Arcade and his Rockin' Band, just one of the great bands in the All-Canadian lineup. They'll be playing at the River City Rumble August 2nd and 3rd at the Metropolitan Entertainment Center. $5, $9, $14, $16, and $20 tickets for all Goldeyes games are on sale now through Ticketmaster by calling 1-855-GOLDEYE, visiting Ticketmaster.ca, or visiting any Ticketmaster location, including the box office at Shaw Park. Paramore takes a fastball on the outside corner at the knees, and it's 0-1. Goldeyes this week, presented by Boston Pizza. It's now a close game here in the top of the 7th. The Winnipeg leading 4-3 over the RedHawks after Nick Jackson had a 2-run opposite field homer to left. Paramore switch hitter from the right, the 0-1 for Hernandez. Line drive towards the gap in right center field, moving over Webb with Abercrombie. That'll drop in for a base hit. Abercrombie picks it off the grass in medium right center. And the tying run is on. P.D. Paramore with an opposite field hit. The Goldeyes have a righty warming up. Hernandez still has a very low pitch count to this point of the game. Trying to get through 7 innings. Brandon Newton steps up 1 for 2. He's grounded a short, and he is singled to center field. Winnipeg 4 runs, 11 hits, and no errors. Fargo-Moorhead 3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors. These two teams will match up again next weekend, a 3-game series at Newman Outdoor Field beginning on Friday. Newton squares, pulls back, fastball just outside. Not a bad pitch by Hernandez. It's 1 ball and no strikes. Brandon Newton's been hot with a bat, came into this game hitting .357 in his last 14 contests. Mazzola even with a bag at third. Paramore the tying run on first with only 1 down. Infield looks for 2. The 1-0 pitch. Line drive off the glove of Hernandez. Kuhn's got it. Goes to second for 1. Bunt to first. Double play. And the inning is over. Nick Hernandez gets out of trouble here in the 7th. And now we've got to hope that Hernandez is all right. He took a line drive off his glove hand on the right. The ball carried to Tyler Kuhn, who flipped to Brock Bond. And then the throw by Bond just beat Newton over at first. It'll go down as a 1-6-4-3 double play. The RedHawks get 2 runs on 3 hits. There is no one left on. Time to stretch here in Winnipeg. The Goldeyes lead 4-3 on Jewel 101.
What should we bring to the lake for dinner tonight?
Something easy that we can throw in the cooler. Turkey.
Granny's Poultry introduces their seasoned boneless turkey breast.
Sounds good.
Really good.
Pick up a Granny's frozen seasoned boneless turkey breast from your neighborhood grocery store. Throw it in the cooler, and by the time you get to the lake, it's barbecue ready. Granny's Poultry, your local poultry farmer's own cooperative. To find a retailer or for simply delicious recipes, visit grannys.ca. Granny's, good-natured.
Here's the pitch, and oh, my goodness, a line drive right into Morton's face.
Just smashed his glasses.
He's standing up again, but boy, those glasses are toast.
Well, I bet he's glad he's covered by Manitoba Blue Cross.
Just like sports, life can throw you a curveball. And while provincial health care doesn't cover glasses or all prescription drugs, Manitoba Blue Cross has coverage options to keep you in the game.
Manitoba Blue Cross, the color of caring.
Visit mb.bluecross.ca to find out more.
Support your own, the Goldeyes. And Fort Garry Brewing. Located right here in Winnipeg, Fort Garry Brewing is Manitoba's #1 brewery, crafting a full spectrum of delicious beers and ales, including the award-winning Fort Garry Dark and the fan-favorite Fort Garry Pale, both of which are available at Shaw Park. So cheer on the home team. Fort Garry Brewing, Manitoba made, Manitoba's own.
And now, back to Winnipeg Goldeyes baseball on Jewel 101.
Bottom of the 7th at Shaw Park, 4-3 in favor of the Goldeyes. Ray Sadler leads off against Taylor Stanton. He takes a fastball down low, 1 ball and no strikes. Really hope that everything's okay with Nick Hernandez with a runner on first and 1 down in the top half of this inning. The 1-0 pitch, high fly ball to left field. Back goes Carroll, onto the track, back at the wall, leaping, and it is gone! Ray Sadler, it's a home run just over the left field fence. And the Goldeyes re-extend the lead of 5-3 in the bottom half of the 7th inning. For Ray Sadler, his team-leading 8th homer of the year. Sawyer Carroll went back onto the warning track, had a leaping attempt in front of the Donnie Smith retired number, but it hit off the protective netting and then back onto the field. And the Goldeyes, with their 2nd homer of the ball game, have taken a 5-3 lead over the RedHawks just after Nick Jackson hit a 2-run homer in the top of the inning to close the gap to 1 run. Doug Simonek has gone to the mound to talk with Taylor Stanton. The RedHawks have a lefty warming in the bullpen. We'll see if Simonek makes the change, and he will call for the new pitcher. So Stanton is finished after 6+ innings, and the Goldeyes lead 5-3. Nobody out here in the 7th. Back with a pitching change after this on Jewel 101.
Hi, this is Ivan Saper, owner of Saper Agencies. We offer personal, business, automobile, and travel health insurance. But it's how we sell that makes us different. We strive to remain on the cutting edge of technology and product innovations. We promise you quick, efficient, and effective solutions and 100% satisfaction. See us today, and we'll find you the right solution at the right price. Remember, your best insurance policy is our experience.
Saper Agencies, 2188 McPhillips. Call 694-6787.
The real estate news is online and connected. Connected to the latest MLS listings wherever you are. Print, online, mobile. It's in your hands. Visit WinnipegRealEstateNews.com. The real estate news is online and connected. Connected to the latest MLS listings wherever you are. Print, online, mobile. It's in your hands. Visit WinnipegRealEstateNews.com.
And now, back to Winnipeg Goldeyes baseball on Jewel 101.
This pitching change is brought to you by Johnson Waste Management. Call 452-0909. Taylor Stanton is finished and the line closed. After 6+ innings, he allows 5 runs all earned on 12 hits. He walked 1, struck out 3, and threw 112 pitches. He is lifted by Doug Simonek, following a solo shot to left field by Ray Sadler, leading things off here in the bottom half of the 7th inning. Simonek calls upon left-hander Joe Harris, who many might consider the best relief pitcher in the American Association over the last 2 seasons. Joe Harris, last year pitching exclusively in relief for Fargo-Moorhead, won 10 ball games. He's off to another great start this year, 4-1 in 18 games, all in relief, an ERA of 1.69, 32 innings pitched, 26 hits, 11 walks, 25 strikeouts. Opponents hitting .241 against the tall left-hander Joe Harris this season. The 1.69 ERA is just a few innings shy from qualifying for the league leaders. The 10 victories last year for Joe Harris were among the American Association lead, and again, he did it all out of the bullpen. Here's Donnie Webb, will bat right-handed for the first time tonight, and he takes a fastball over the outside corner at the knees. It's 0-1. Joe Harris has made 16 lifetime appearances against the Winnipeg Goldeyes. Entering tonight, he has a 3.31 ERA against Winnipeg, going back to 2011. There's nobody out here in the 7th, and Webb takes a changeup outside. It's now 1 ball and 1 strike. Webb has been brought on to turn around Donnie Webb, and 2 batters from now, it'll be Brock Bond, another switch hitter. Reggie Abercrombie, a natural righty, is waiting on deck. 5-3 Goldeyes, bottom of the 7th. The 1-1 pitch, changeup high, and it's now 2 balls and a strike. Harris's 10 victories, tied for 6th in the American Association last year. He had an ERA of 1.55. Many thought he should have been the reliever of the year. That honor went to Patrick Mincy of Grand Prairie. The 2-1 pitch. Fastball, a little bit low and outside. It's 3 balls and a strike. The RedHawks, who are now in their 19th season of existence, they have had just 1 losing season. That came in 2011. Their first year in the American Association, got off to a real tough start, and Fargo made moves throughout the year to try and get back into contention. The 3-1 to Donnie Webb, swinging a ground ball out in front of shortstop, fielded by Penprace. He throws to first, a high throw, but Rutherford pulls it down. Webb was out in front of a changeup. That was a good pitch by Harris, 3-1, and he pulled the string. And he retires Donnie Webb for the first out in the bottom of the 7th inning. Well, among the many moves made by the RedHawks in the middle of 2011, 2 of them involved signing a couple of true rookie pitchers. One was Joe Harris, the other Kevin Fuqua, who we saw pitch last night. And both have been mainstays for the RedHawks ever since. Harris's entire career has been with the RedHawks. And Fuqua, outside of last year in Rockland, has pitched all with Fargo. Swing and a miss at a changeup outside, 0-1. Reggie Abercrombie 0 for 2 with a sacrifice fly, driving in his 23rd run of the season. Harris, a very tall left-hander, stands in at 6'3", 205 pounds. 27 years old from Newark, Delaware. The 0-1. Abercrombie squares, pulls back, and it's a changeup on the outside corner for strike 2. He played his college baseball at Wilmington College in Newcastle, Delaware. 1 out and nobody on here in the bottom of the 7th. The run home and the Sadler solo shot. It's 5-3 Goldeyes in the second game of this series. The 0-2 swing and a miss got him on a slider down low. So Abercrombie has struck out, and Joe Harris has retired the first two batters to face him. During his senior year at Wilmington College, Joe Harris was 8-3 with a 1.54 ERA and was named an All-American. He was 19-11 overall during his 3 seasons with 283 strikeouts. Here's Brock Bond. He'll bat right-handed just like Donnie Webb did for the first time tonight. 0 for 3 in the game. And the first pitch, fastball low and away for ball 1. Bond struck out swinging in the second. Hit into a force play that in the third, then flied out to center field in the bottom half of the 5th. Tonight playing in his 6th game with the Winnipeg Goldeyes, wearing number 9. He had 33 on the back end of the road trip. Fastball on the outside half of the knees, 1-1. The line is closed on Taylor Stanton. He went 6+, but the batter that he faced here in the 7th came around to score. That was Ray Saller hitting the homer just over the left field fence. Left-hand pitcher against the switch hitter, Brock Bond from the right side. Change-up down low, and it's now 2-1. Stanton is on the hook, in danger of taking his first loss all time against the Winnipeg Goldeyes in 3 starts. Entering tonight, Stanton had given up just 1 earned run in 14 1/3 career innings against the Goldeyes going back to last year. The Goldeyes had some good at-bats in the 3rd and 4th, and then Saller adding another here in the 7th. The 2-1 pitch. Fastball lifted in the air towards right center field. Jackson back into his left, moving over. Moving to his right now is Robinson, and Robinson makes the catch. The inning is over. The Goldeyes get a 1 run, though. There was 1 hit, and nobody left on base. End of 7 at Shaw Park. It's 5-3 Goldeyes on Jewel 101.
This is Goldeyes Baseball on 100.7 CFJL. Jewel 101, Winnipeg.
Nice day. Want a drink?
Yeah, sure. Pass me a Pepsi. Whoa. Do you hear that? Open your Pepsi. Whoa. That was awesome.
Hit it out of the park this summer with the cool, refreshing taste of Pepsi. Pepsi. Live for now.
Swing into spring at Salisbury House. Order an extraordinary omelet at any of their family restaurants or a fantastic complete dinner at any Sal's Express or any other meal of your choice for $9.99 or more and receive 2 Goldeyes vouchers redeemable for 2 free tickets to a future game courtesy of Salisbury House. Offer available at all 14 locations. For the one nearest you, visit salisburyhouse.ca. Salisbury House. Your house, your food, your way.
We all love to save. Save time, save gas, save space. And what gives you the biggest smile is when you save money. But will your money save itself? Don't bank on it. Count on Steinbach Credit Union instead. With great savings rates that start paying interest from $1 and a wide range of GICs that make saving even easier, you'll be smiling from year to year. Want to save? Talk to SCU because we're taking care of the world's most important money, yours.
And now, back to Winnipeg Goldeyes Baseball on Jewel 101.
Top of the 8th inning here at Shaw Park, 5-3 in favor of the Winnipeg Goldeyes. After Ray Saller hit a solo homer in the bottom half of the 7th, Nick Hernandez finished after 7. We'll get to him in just a second. New pitcher in the ballgame for Rick Forney is right-hander Kaoi Downing. This pitching change is brought to you by Johnson Waste Management. Call 452-0909. Downing makes his 17th overall appearance this year. He's 1-1 with a 3.31 ERA. 16 1/3 innings pitched, 12 hits, 8 walks, 9 strikeouts. Opponents hitting just .211 against Kaoi Downing, who was in his 3rd year with the Winnipeg Goldeyes. Downing's 5'11", 189 pounds, 28 years old, from Honolulu, Hawaii. And Downing last pitching for Winnipeg in the series against Trois-Rivières at L'Estade Fernand Bedard. Downing worked the series finale, closed out the 9th in the Goldeyes 6-1 win, and set the side down 1-2-3. They'll face Alberts, Penn Praise, and Berkwin in a 2-run game. First pitch, Albert swings and hits it foul off to the right. It's 0-1. The 9-1-2 hitters for Fargo-Moorhead. Joe Harris did a good job to retire the 3 to face him in the 7th. After Ray Saller hit a solo homer against Taylor Stan, the starting pitcher, which knocked him out of the game. Downing works out of the stretch, third base side. The 0-1. Swing and a miss at a cutter off the plate, and it's 0-2. Alberts is lined to second, and he is lined to left field. He's hit the ball hard a couple of times, trying to regain the form that has made him one of the most feared hitters in this league the last 3 seasons. Wide stance from the right side of the plate. The 0-2 pitch, fastball high and away. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Nick Hernandez has a chance to get a win. He went 7 innings, allowed 3 earned runs, 5 hits, 1 walk, struck out 4. He threw 92 pitches. Righty against righty. Downing's 1-2. Off the outside half with a cutter, and it's now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now you could certainly make the case that at 92 pitches through 7 strong that Downing or anyone else would have come into the ball game anyway here in the 8th, but we have to hope that everything's all right with Nick Hernandez, who is struck by a line drive. Fastball high, and it's 3-2. With Paramore on first and 1 down in the 7th, Brandon Newton lined one, went off what appeared to be the lower part of the palm of Hernandez's glove hand, his right hand. It carried him to Tyler Kuhn, who started a double play to win the inning. High fly ball left center, moving over Abercrombie with Sadler towards the gap in left center field. That'll drop in for a base hit. Sadler picks it up off the track, and Alberts will pull in at second base with a leadoff double. So Tim Alberts able to hit one into the wind towards left center field. It splits Ray Sadler and Reggie Abercrombie, and it will bring the tying run to the plate with Zach Penpraise coming up. Brennan Lafferty is already warming up in the bullpen for Winnipeg, and with the 2 lefties to follow in Ronnie Berkwin and Sawyer Carroll, this could be the final hitter for Kyoe Downing. Penpraise 0 for 2. He has struck out twice, and he has drawn a walk. As Hernandez came off the mound following the double play in the 7th, he was clutching a bit at his right hand, so hopefully it's nothing more than a bruise. We'll have to ask Rick Forney following tonight's ballgame. 5-3 Goldeyes, top of the 8th. The first pitch, fastball taken high. It's 1 ball and no strikes. Penpraise, a right-hand batter with a close stance, represents the tying run. He's hit 3 homers this year, including 1 against the Goldeyes at Newman Outdoor Field. The 1-0 pitch. He pops this one up to shallow center. Abercrombie is coming in and to his left. Abercrombie battles the wind, makes the catch. And there's 1 away. Tim Alberts has to hold at second base. That'll bring up Ronnie Berkwin, the left-hand batting third baseman. And with Lafferty warming up, Rick Forney will pop out of the dugout. So Kyoe Downing gets the first out here in the 8th inning. And it looks like Forney will make the switch with Berkwin and Carroll, 2 lefties, the next scheduled hitters. We'll take a break and tell you more about Brennan Lafferty after this on Jewel 101.
Things you'll never hear a Cambrian Credit Union member say.
Oh, I just love paying service fees.
My high mortgage rate is amazing.
Yes, I'll pay $1.50 to use this ATM.
With Cambrian Credit Union's great rates and free banking through the UnFee, Cambrian members won't say these things. With a full range of hassle-free financial services, they're here for Manitobans. Cambrian Credit Union, building strong financial foundations for making dreams come true.
At MTS, we know there are lots of things that can keep you awake at night. But worrying about internet overage charges shouldn't be one of them. With MTS, you get unlimited internet on all our personal plans. So you never have to think about how much data you're using and how much it's going to cost you. Surf, download, and stream all you want for as low as $20 a month for the first 3 months and rest easy. Conditions apply. Visit your nearest MTS Connect store for details.
The Stars are coming to Shaw Park this summer as the Winnipeg Goldeyes host the first ever 2-day American Association All-Star celebrations. July 28th and 29th, catch all the action. Skills competition, home run derby, parties and autograph sessions, all-star luncheon featuring Fergie Jenkins, and of course, the All-Star Game. Play ball! Tickets are on sale now. Get yours before they're gone. Visit Goldeyes.com.
And now, back to Winnipeg Goldeyes baseball on Jewel 101.
This pitching change is brought to you by Johnson Waste Management. Call 452-0909. Left-hander Brennan Lafferty has been brought in with 2 lefties scheduled to bat for the RedHawks. Ronnie Berkwin and Sawyer Carroll, the number 2 and number 3 hitters. Tim Alberts on second after a leadoff double. Kyoe Downing then got Zach Penpraise to fly out to Reggie Abercrombie in center. So Lafferty will take over. Lafferty makes his league-leading 23rd appearance of the year. He's 0-1, no saves, with an ERA of 2.70. He's worked 16 2/3 innings, allowing 17 hits. He's walked 10 and struck out 14. Opponents are rating .258 this year against Brendan Lafferty, a 6'4", 185-pound left-hander, 28 years old, from Riverside, California. And he'll take on a very tough hitter in Ronnie Berkwin, 0-2 with a sacrifice fly that got the RedHawks on the board in the top half of the sixth. Berkwin now 6 for 28 in the season against left-hand pitching. He's got good power, though, to all fields. Albert's a slow runner, is on second base. Lafferty working out of the stretch. Like Downing, he last pitched on Thursday in Trois-Rivières. The first pitch. Fastball grounded to the right side. It hits the mound. To his right is Bonnie Fields. Sidearm throw to first in time to get Ronnie Berkwin. And there's two men down with Alberts crossing from second to third base. So now there's two away, and that brings up Sawyer Carroll, another very good hitter. And Carroll has had success in the past against left-hand pitching. Tonight he is 0-3 with a pop out to short, a fly to left, and a pop out to first base. 5 runs, 12 hits, no errors for the Goldeyes. 3 runs, 6 hits, and no errors for the Fargo-Moorhead RedHawks. Alberts on third, the responsibility of Coyote Downing, who went a third of an inning here in the 8th. 1 hit, no walks, and no strikeouts. Downing through 8 pitches. Lafferty worked 2/3 on Thursday against Les Egg, including a strikeout in the 6-1 victory. Carroll, a left-hand batter, wide open stance. He has hit 3 home runs this year. Runner on third and 2 outs. Outfield shading Carroll the other way. Lafferty comes set of the belt. And the first pitch. Fastball down the middle, but a bit low. It's 1 ball and no strikes. Lafferty appeared in 53 games last season, tied for the most in the American Association. The other pitcher that made 53 appearances is in the building, and that was Joe Harris, who worked the bottom half of the 7th against the Goldeyes tonight. Left-hand pitcher, left-hand batter. Carroll holds the bat high up. The 1-0 pitch. Hit in the air, foul the other way. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Goldeyes already have a righty warming up, so either way this could be Brendan Lafferty's final bat. A very dangerous hitter on deck, and C.J. Rutherford, who has stung the ball hard a couple of times. 5-3 Goldeyes in the top of the 8th inning. Another close contest between the two old rivals. On third is Tim Alberts. Lafferty has the sign. He brings the hands together. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Fastball popped him up shallow left field. Out goes Tyler Kuna, tough play. In comes Ray Sadler. Sadler makes the call, and Sadler makes the catch to retire the side. Good work by Brendan Lafferty to strand a runner in scoring position. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left on base. Middle of the 8th at Shaw Park. The Goldeyes lead 5-3 on Jewel 101.
Year after year, after year after year, after year after year, after year after year. For 7 consecutive years, Johnson Waste Management, with a reputation for business excellence, has been recognized as the best waste management services provider in Winnipeg. Johnson Waste Management, doing our best to be the very best year after year after year after year.
Things you'll never hear a Cambrian Credit Union member say.
Oh, I just love paying service fees.
My high mortgage rate is amazing.
Yes, I'll pay $1.50 to use this ATM.
With Cambrian Credit Union's great rates and free banking through the UNFI, Cambrian members won't say these things. With a full range of hassle-free financial services, they're here for Manitobans. Cambrian Credit Union, building strong financial foundations for making dreams come true.
Luxury, convenience, comfort. Have it all with Premier Executive Suites. For business travelers who are always on the move, Premier Executive Suites is your home away from home. You can relax in your comfortable living room, grab a midnight snack in your complete kitchen, and do that last-minute load of laundry with your handy in-suite washer and dryer. Book your extended stay in Winnipeg with Premier Executive Suites. Visit premiersuites.com to make your booking today. Take more of your life with you with Premier Executive Suites.
And now, back to Winnipeg Goldeyes baseball on Jewel 101.
Bottom of the 8th inning at Shaw Park. One more chance for the Goldeyes to add some insurance. They lead 5-3, and the RedHawks will have some big hitters coming up in the 9th. Rutherford, Jackson, and Robinson are scheduled to hit in the top of the 9th inning. The Goldeyes set up Allen, Pineda, and Kuhn 8-9-1 against the new pitcher, right-hander Cody Woods, a midseason acquisition, will take over for Joe Harris, who threw a scoreless bottom of the 7th in relief for the starting pitcher Taylor Stanton. Cody Woods makes his 6th appearance with the RedHawks. 0-0, he does have 1 save, an ERA of 6.75, 4 innings pitched, 8 hits allowed, 1 walk. He has struck out 3, opponents hitting .381 against Cody Woods in his brief time with Fargo-Moorhead. He's 6'2", 200 pounds even, a 26-year-old right-hander from Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Luis Allen 1 for 3 with a single, a ground out, and he is fouled out to the catcher. Cody Woods was signed a little over a week ago by the Fargo-Moorhead RedHawks. He's been in Triple-A each of the last 2 years in the Colorado Rockies organization. First pitch, slider over the inside half for a strike, and the count is 0-1. Woods a lifetime 3.58 ERA with 39 saves, and he has averaged 8.4 strikeouts per 9 innings in his 6-year pro career. Sinker low and away, and it's now 1 ball and 1 strike. He's had as many as 27 saves in a single year. That was combined double in AAA in the Rockies chain in 2012. Last year for Colorado Springs, the AAA Rockies affiliate, he worked in 33 games at a 7.15 earned run average. Fastball just inside. It's now 2 balls and a strike. Cody Woods from Murfreesboro, Tennessee, drafted by the Rockies in 2009, a 33rd round pick out of Middle Tennessee State University, which was located in his hometown of Murfreesboro. Righty against righty, Woods from the stretch, the 2-1. Swinging a ground ball in front of short, 2 outs fielded by Penpraise. Penpraise throws to first in time to get Allen, and there's 1 away in the bottom half of the 8th inning. We'll take another look at the out-of-town scoreboard, which is brought to you by Manitoba Blue Cross, the color of caring. In Amarillo, Texas, the Sioux City Explorers lead the Amarillo Sox 7-0 in the top of the 3rd at Amarillo National Bank Sox Stadium. It's the Railcats 3 and the T-Bones 2 in the bottom half of the 3rd at Community America Ballpark. Lincoln 4, Wichita 3. Top of the 4th at Haymarket Park in Lincoln, Nebraska. Ryan Pineda is 2 for 3 with a single, a double, and a run scored. First pitch hit foul off to the right, and the count is 0-1. The St. Paul Saints and Sioux Falls Canaries are tied at 1, bottom half of the 3rd at Sioux Falls Stadium in South Dakota. And they're underway in Laredo. The Lemurs lead the Airhawks 2-1, top of the 3rd at Unitrade Stadium. Here it's 5-3 Goldeyes, bottom of the 8th at Shaw Park. Fastball down low, 93 miles an hour from Cody Woods. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Woods played 2 years at Walters State Community College before moving on to Middle Tennessee State, and got to the high minors for a few years in the Rockies organization. A 1-1 to Pineda. On the outside corner, a good fastball. It's now 1-2. Right-hander warming up in the Goldeyes bullpen. It is Chris Kissick, who got the save last night, and it appears Kissick will go for another save in the top half of the 9th inning. 5-3 Winnipeg with the bases empty and 1 out. Tyler Kuhn is waiting on deck. Here's the 1-2. Low and inside of the fastball. And it's now 2 balls and 2 strikes on Ryan Pineda. Another multi-hit game. He started a 3-run rally in the 4th with a double to right center. Would come home and Tyler Kuhn singled on a bloop down the left field line. Woods brings the hand set. The 2-2 pitch. Slider checked to swing. Good job by Pineda to lay off that tough breaking ball off the plate. 1 out, no one on here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Goldeyes hoping to add another run or 2. The big bats due up in the 9th for the Fargo-Moorhead RedHawks. The games were close at Newman Outdoor Field in the beginning of the month. Last night a 4-1 game. 3-2 pitch, swing and a miss, he got him. Fastball with some movement late. Pineda swung through. And there's 2 outs here in the 8th inning. The final line on Joe Harris. 1 scoreless inning, no hits, no walks, 1 strikeout through 12 pitches. Cody Woods last pitched on Wednesday against the Saints in a 13-5 loss. In 1/3 of an inning, he was hung for 5 runs, but they were all unearned. On 2 base hits, he walked 1, did not have a strikeout. Tyler Kuhn is 2 for 4 with an RBI, a run scored, and a stolen base. He swings and grounds one up the middle, and it's a base hit through to center field. Tyler Kuhn is now 3 for 5. Cody Woods is a very violent delivery, max effort, and as he followed through, his back was almost to the plate, so He had to turn his head around as much as possible to try and snag that seeing-eye single, and once it got past the mound, Penpraise and Newton were spread apart up the middle. There was really no chance for either one of them to make a play, and Kuhn has now singled in 3 consecutive at-bats. See if Kuhn tries to run. With a runner on first and 2 outs, Josh Mazzola has been a hitting star tonight, 3 for 4 with a 2-run homer. Tossed to first, and Kuhn dives back ahead of the tag of C.J. Rutherford. Opposing base stealers have been thrown out 24% of the time in Cody Wood's 6-year professional career, so a little bit below average. And again, we'll see if Kuhn tries to move. Not going, swinging a line shot towards right center field. This ball's going to get down for a base hit. Kuhn is on his way to third. Jackson picks it up. Rick Forney will give Kuhn the stop sign. Jackson fires quick back to the infield. And Josh Mazzola is safe at first, his 4th hit of the game. And the Goldeyes, after there were 2 outs and nobody on, they have runners on the corners for Casey Harther, who has 2 out of 4. Mazzola stayed back in the slider and hits it to right center field. The starting pitchers are both still the pitchers of record. Nick Hernandez on the long side and Taylor Stanton, who overall settled in after giving up 4 runs early. Gave the RedHawks a chance to try and come back. He right now is on the hook. Goldeyes hit a couple of home runs today. Josh Mazzola in the 4th and Ray Sadler in the 7th. Both brought to you by Home Run Sports. We've got you covered from prospect to pro. Fans can enter to win all season long to try and win a $20 gift card courtesy of Home Run Sports. The first pitch to Casey Harther. Slider way outside. It's 1 ball and no strikes. Home Run Sports located on Bishop Grandin, 1 block west of La Jamodier. Enter to win at Home Run Sports, and if your name is called during the Goldeyes broadcast following a Goldeyes home run, you will win a $20 gift card. Harther swings and lashes one foul off the screen to the right. 1 ball and 1 strike. Home Run Sports, get ready for your game. Tyler Kuhn is on third, Josh Mazzola on first. Mazzola a threat to run. He's held by C.J. Rutherford. Winnipeg leads Fargo-Moorhead 5-3. We're in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Arthur came in leading the league and hitting at .376. Mazzola runs, swinging a foul straight back. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Would have been interested to see what Paramore would have done in that spot. And that ball had not been fouled off by Casey Harther. If Paramore would have tried to catch Mazzola at second or held on to the ball, fearing that Tyler Kuhn might try and break for the plate. Kuhn's got the speed to do it. 1-2 the count on Harther. Runners lead first and third. Woods delivers. Fastball just low and inside. And it's 2 balls and 2 strike. Ray Sadler, who had a home run his last time up, is waiting on deck. Goldeyes 5 runs, 14 hits, and no errors. The RedHawks 3 runs, 6 hits, and no errors. Kuhn on third, Mazzola on first, 2 away. Time called for. Casey will step out of the box. Arthur will take a 9-game hitting streak into tomorrow afternoon's contest, a 1:35 p.m. start. Another 2-2. Swing and a bouncer foul behind the plate. And Arthur stays alive at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Matt Jackson will take the ball for the Goldeyes. He'll be opposed by left-hander Jake Labor. We had a great talk with Jake Labor earlier tonight on Around the Association. Crowd at Shaw Park tonight just shy of 5,000. First and third and 2 outs. The 2-2. Swing and a bouncer foul behind the plate. Jammed him inside with a fastball clocked at 91 miles an hour. So Casey has fouled off back-to-back pitches on a 2-2 count. Arthur has driven in 20 this year. He's hitting .386 with men in scoring position. Cody Woods, the right-hander, comes set. Just in front of the letters. 2-2 pitch, runner goes. Paramore throws to second base. It's cut off by the pitcher Woods. Kuhn held at third. Mazzola safe at second with a stolen base. It's his 12th of the year. A trick play, really haven't seen that much at the professional level. Paramore popped out of the crouch, did everything you would expect him to do in trying to throw all the way to second to try and get Josh Mazzola, but he actually fired very hard to the pitcher Cody Woods, hoping that Kuhn might break, which he did not. The 3-2, swinging a ground ball to the left, fielded by Penpraise. He steps in, throws to first, and it's in time to get Casey Harther. This side is retired. No runs, there were 2 hits, and 2 left on base. Last chance coming up for the RedHawks. We'll go to the top of the 9th here at Shaw Park. It's 5-3 Goldeyes on Jewel 101.
The Fairmont Winnipeg is the city's only luxury hotel with 340 luxuriously appointed rooms, 19,000 square feet of stylish function space, and 12 meeting rooms. At the Fairmont, quality, comfort, and convenience come standard, and its central location makes it perfect for your next corporate meeting or family staycation. Travel easily to the RBC Convention Center through the Underground Concourse, or visit the nearby Canadian Museum of Human Rights. Located in the heart of the city, the Fairmont Winnipeg continues to be the hotel of choice for the discerning traveler.
Nothing foggy. Nothing to hide. Everything is crystal clear with Duraco windows. Duraco windows are built to last a lifetime, and they guarantee it 100% with their true lifetime warranty. Feel confident that should a seal fail, a lock break, or a weld crack, you are completely covered. A big investment should be backed big time. So know what you're getting right from the start. The choice is clear. Duraco windows. Go to Duraco.com now to book a free consultation.
Step into Cub Bakery and you'll feel like you've come home. Cub Bakery, the oldest rye bread bakery in the city, has been making Winnipeg-style rye bread using virtually the same recipe since 1923. But they make so much more than their signature rye. Pick up fresh hearth and pan breads, pastries, and buns, all baked with care to ensure you and your family enjoy only the highest of quality. One taste and you'll understand why they're a Winnipeg tradition. Cub Bakery, always fresh.
And now, back to Winnipeg Goldeyes baseball on Jewel 101.
Top of the ninth inning at Shaw Park. Last chance for the RedHawks. The Goldeyes lead 5-3. Chris Kissick, who got the save last night, will look for his 8th of the year. He's got his work cut out for him. 4, 5, and 6 coming up for Fargo. C.J. Rutherford, Nick Jackson, and Dusty Robinson. Kissick has been outstanding once again for the Winnipeg Goldeyes in his second year with the club. 17 games, he's 0-0 with 7 saves, a 2.00 ERA. 18 innings, 10 hits, only 6 walks, 19 strikeouts. Opponents are hitting 159 against him this season. C.J. Rutherford takes a letter-high fastball for a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Rutherford has hit the ball well 3 times, a hard line out to left in the second. Mazzola made a nice play and a sharp grounder in the 5th. And he singled and scored in the 7th. The 0-1 pitch. Splitter taken low and away. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. We had a great talk with Chris Kissick earlier tonight on Around the Association. A 6'4", 185-pound right-hander, 29 years old, from Trail, British Columbia. From the stretch, here's the 1-1. Swinging a high fly ball towards right field. Donnie Webb's got it lined up. Webb coming in a step. He's under it, makes the catch. And Kissick gets a big first out in the top half of the ninth. This pitching change brought to you by Johnson Waste Management. Call 452-0909. Kissick is trying to save it for Nick Hernandez, who was terrific tonight for 7 innings. Allowed 3 earned runs and 5 hits. He was perfect through 5 before the perfect game bid was broken up on the bloop single by P.D. Paramore. Here's Nick Jackson, who can't tie the game with a home run. He had a 2-run shot into the wind to left field his last time up, which at the time got the RedHawks within 1. But Ray Sadler in the bottom half of the inning and a solo shot to left. And that's where we stand right now, 5-3. Kissick delivers, fastball high, 1 ball and 0 strikes. Jackson singled to right against Kissick last night. Kissick allowed 1 hit, no walks, and struck out 1 to save the 4-1 victory last night. Jackson has also flied to left. He just missed a homer into the wind in the second. He was robbed by a leaping Ray Sadler. He's also popped a short. It's another high fly ball to left field, pretty deep. Moving over Sadler by the corner, leaping, and it's gone. Nick Jackson with his second opposite field homer of this ball game. This one just fair inside the pole, over by the 325 marker down the line, and just clear the fence. He has done a good job trying to take advantage of the wind all night, and he homers for a second straight at bat. For Nick Jackson, his second homer tonight. It's his 3rd of the year. It's now a 5-4 game in the top of the 9th inning. So the homer by Ray Sadler looking huge now in the bottom half of the 7th. Kissick can still close things out. He'll face Robinson, and then Paramore is on deck. So a 2-homer, 3 RBI game for Nick Jackson, a former American Association MVP. Robinson has power, and he takes a fastball for a strike in the outside corner. It's 0-1. Taylor Stanton would take the loss. 1 out, nobody on. We're in the top of the 9th inning. Robinson has struck out twice and grounded a 3rd in his RedHawks debut. The 0-1 pitch. popped him up right side. Should be playable for Harther in a foul ground. Casey Harther is under it, makes the catch for the second out. So Kissick bounces back. He gets Dusty Robinson in the foul pop-up, and the Goldeyes are 1 out away from taking the first 2 games of this series from their rivals. Petey Paramore's had a good year, and he's had a good night. Steps to the plate. Paramore, a switch hitter. Pulled that left-handed for the first time. He's 2 for 3 with a pair of singles and a run scored. Paramore has also grounds it out to short. 5 runs, 14 hits, and no errors for Winnipeg. 4 runs, 7 hits, no errors for Fargo-Moorhead. Paramore from the left side of the plate this season, batting .302. Kissick from the stretch. The pitch, fastball on the inside half of the letters. No balls and 1 strike. 2 outs, nobody on in the 9th inning. A run home and the solo shot by Nick Jackson. Outfield medium depth and straight away against Petey Paramore. He's hit 3 homers on the year. Steps back in for the left side. The 0-1 from Kissick. Splitter down low in the count, 1 ball and a 1 strike. During her chat with Chris Kissick today, that great split finger fastball, he said that he threw it in college, but the Phillies actually took it away from him after he was drafted in 2008. And they wouldn't let him throw it during his time throughout their farm system. He brought it back last year, and it's been one of the best out pitches in the league. The 1-1. Fastball just inside. Good pitch by Kissick. Crowd wanted that call from Randy Wilness. It's now 2 balls and 1 strike. Goldeyes 5, RedHawks 4. We're in the top of the 9th inning. Bases empty and 2 outs. Kissick works off the extreme first base side of the rubber. Petey Paramore, the tying run at the plate. Ahead of the count, 2-1. Kissick delivers. He popped him up left side. Josh Mazzola hoping for a play. And foul ground over by the seats, and the wind's going to take that one back. Mazzola dove over the first row. Good effort by Josh Mazzola, and that ball just out of his reach. Without the wind, Mazzola probably catches that around the third base line. It does run the count to 2-2. And Kissick and the Goldeyes now 1 strike away from knocking Fargo back 4 games in the North Division. Brandon Newton on deck, and Petey Paramore can keep the game alive for the RedHawks. Goldeyes 5, RedHawks 4 here in the 9th. 2 outs and nobody on. Kissick is ready. The 2-2 pitch, check swing and a splitter, and they wanted to peel at third. And they say he went around for strike 3, and the ball game is over. Paramore argues with Randy Wilness, and Chris Kissick strikes him out to win it. And the Goldeyes win it tonight by a final of 5-4. A check swing and a splitter in the dirt. Wilness rings up Petey Paramore, and Kissick notches the save for a 2nd straight night. The Winnipeg Goldeyes win their 3rd straight game. They improve to 26-14 on the year, and they have won 8 of their last 10, dropping the RedHawks 4 games back in the American Association North Division. Kissick picks up save number 8 this season, and the Goldeyes, with a couple of clutch home runs and another great start tonight from Nick Hernandez, have won it tonight by a final of 5-4. In the top of the 9th inning, 1 run, there was 1 hit, and nobody left on base. Our final score tonight from Shaw Park, it's the Winnipeg Goldeyes 5